Hey, welcome to Boxing Fans Talk TV. I'm your host, TDT. You can refer to me as Miss T or just plain old TT. Y'all saw the thumbnail. Let me know if y'all can hear this music. But y'all saw the thumbnail. Terence Crawford isn't concerned with his pay-per-view numbers for his next fight because he knows it. Well, I'm going to wait till we get back and talk about that, clarify myself more, and other things. But first, y'all know the drill. Let's turn to. Welcome back. It's Boxing Fans Talk TV. I'm your host, TDT. Y'all can refer to me as Miss T. As I said, y'all saw the thumbnail. Before I get into that, let me go ahead and pay homage and much respect. Today is a historical day, y'all. In 1941, what happened some 81 years ago? That's right, you guessed it. Japan bombed Pearl Harbor. A lot of sailors and soldiers lost their lives. And I'm going to tell you guys, if you have never visited the island of Oahu in Hawaii, you should. And the remnants of that war is still living on. So 1941, December 7th, what did Roosevelt say? A date that will live in infamy. You know what I'm saying? When I was there, I was shocked to see that they still had the bullet holes in the buildings. They never try to patch up the window panes in certain hangars. They never try to fix. I mean, it's remnants everywhere. And then, of course, the Arizona Memorial. But a lot of people might not know this. It's other ships buried under sea around the same area. It's kind of like an actual grave because, you know, some sailors went down with that ship, stuck in it. So we're going to do a moment of silence for them. Also, to anyone who lost their lives this year. This was a rough year for a lot of people, including myself, family members or loved ones who lost their lives. Also, in the boxing world, the legendary Hall of Fame referee, passed away. His name was Mills Lane. I think I remember him being in one of them boxing games. He was 85 years old and a former Marine, so that makes him my shipmate. He coined the phrase, "Let's get it on," kind of like Michael Buffer said, "Are you ready to rumble?" When he said that. That's not mine, because I know he trademarked that. I'm just, imitating Michael Buffer. But he does that. And Mills Lane had "Let's Get It On." And if you don't remember him, he's the guy who worked the fight between Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield when Mike Tyson bit his ear. That was the same ref. So he passed away at a rightful age of 85 years old. So we're going to do a moment of silence, like 10 seconds, for the sailors and soldiers that lost their life in Pearl Harbor, which is the reason why America got into World War II. And loved ones, the family members, or people friends who lost their lives this year, anybody, and also Mr. Mills Lane. So here we go, moment of silence. May all of them rest in peace. I don't know what happened just now. Okay, may all of them rest in peace. We see a lot of people coming in, but y'all saw the thumbnail. Y'all know what I do at the top of my hour. And my humblest voice, I say, please hit the like, share, and subscribe button. If you've already subscribed, you don't need to subscribe again. You already locked in. But do hit the like and share button. In other words, lean on my leasy and you step into my easy. Basically, hit the damn like button when you step into my square circle. And when you're watching me on replay, make sure you leave a comment so I can see how you feel. What you say does matter to me. Miss T have her own mind, but she do read y'all comments, and I do listen. Also, if there's any question that you've had about anything I've said in the past or today or even in the future, y'all can leave a statement, question, whatever, under the comments. But you can also reach out to me at boxingfanstalk@gmail.com. That's boxingfanstalk@gmail.com. It's on the screen right there. Also, my Cash App is Boxing Fans Talk TV. You can use that at will. I appreciate every donation. As I told y'all before, all the Cash Apps go right back into the show to buy this lovely equipment I use to bring this show on. Now, I'm here every day between Monday and Friday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's Monday through Friday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I don't give a care what the thumbnail says, but I'm here on those days. And but some days I take a day off. Like I said, if there's nothing to talk about or I get caught up in something else, I done took a day off, whatever. But I'll be sure to get back here. Now, I normally do a water check, a whole monologue on the water check. I'm just going to say, stay hydrated, y'all. I don't care that it's the winter. Stay hydrated. Drink your water. If you're going to drink water, shoot for 100 ounces. If you drink a little bit of water, just every day add some, or every other day add some water. You're going to notice a big difference in your health overall. So hook that up, stay hydrated. And let me give a shout out to some folks that came in. ATL Unanimous is in the building. What's poppin', King? He says, salute, Queen. I don't care if he care. We got to bet. Hashtag Budsexuals. Pay me. All right, I hear you. If you win, ATL be winning them bets, though. We're going to see if he win this time. General Big Fish is in the building. What's up? One of my favorite Errol sexuals, fans. He said, I can't wait for the link. Yeah. I'm going to shoot it out there in a few. Modern King Boxing said, what's great? What's poppin', King? We got Mr. Warren Lawns in here. He said, salute, Queen. Salute to you too, King. Modern said, it's almost time, T-Bud Country. Indeed. Indeed. Matter of fact, where are my manners? Where is my manners? Make sure y'all go cop this fight. Make sure y'all go cop this fight. Don't sleep on it now. I'm sure it's going to be a barn burner. Because I know it's a lot of people out there that's hoping he'll lose. Deacon 305 was popping, King. He said, salute, Miss T. What's good, fam? And salute to the chat. Much respect. Much respect to you, sir. Mr. Dan Tan is in the building. What's popping, King? He said, salute, Miss T. And Deacon said, R.I.P. That's right. R.I.P. to the ones we lost. From yesteryears to the present time. Modern King Boxer said, rips Richard Steele. Oh, R.I.P. to Richard Steele. Then he was included in that moment of silence as well. I remember him. I definitely remember him as a referee. Mr. Big Fish said, hit the down button. Thank you, Big Fish. Dan Ted said, smash the like button. Indeed. Let's get those likes all the way up. From Mr. Deacon. Monarchy said, hit the goddamn button. He said, I'm ecstatic. Fight week, slowly approaching, Queen. I am too. I'm beyond myself. I'm getting ready. But I do have some concerns, and I'll talk about that, Martin. Because contrary to what a lot of people think, I don't ever think that none of my favorite fighters can't lose. I don't have that vision of Bud never losing or that delusion. That would be delusional. Any fighter can lose. I just always pray for the best and all that. Even with Floyd, there was some nervous, close calls for me because I remember that Cotto fight. I thought, that's it, Floyd. Pack it up. You done. But he pulled through. Monty King said at ATL tripping, it's Bud Buddies, bro. He said, talk to him. Talk to him. Or we'll put a spark to him. Mm-hmm. Now, before we get into that too, I do want to make a notable mention that 2023's inductees into the International Boxing Hall of Fame has come out. I don't think that they show everybody, but they showed the notable ones. And so a few of them goes like this. Rafael Marquez, Timothy Bradley Jr., Carl Froch, and I think he's the premier one of all the group, Alicia Ashley, and Laura Serrano. Just to name a few. And that's going to go down June 8th through the 11th in 2023. They have now been inducted into the International Boxing Hall of Fame. So shout outs to them. Congratulations. And, hopefully this catapults the second half of their career to higher levels or what have you. So let's get into the Crawford thing because I know y'all anxious. So let me just say this. I am a Bud buddy, and I'm a big fan of Bud Crawford. But I'm not a delusional fan like some of these Errol Spence fans are, sorry to say. And ATL, I'm not tripping. I ain't trying to start nothing. This is fight week. Who better to talk about than Bud Crawford? So that's why he's coming up. If you wonder, he said, oh, Lord, Miss T, why you always talk about this dude? Who else is there to talk about? So Crawford is planning out his career and his life. He's doing a good job. I understand if some people don't believe that or feel that way, that's them. But to me, I think he's doing an excellent job. Modern King said Rips Mill Lane. It said Terence Crawford isn't concerned with his pay-per-view numbers. He's not. He's not concerned with them next. because he knows it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if he break numbers or do poorly. It doesn't matter on a whole bunch of levels. You're not going to get this man to change who he is. You're not going to get this man to look at himself as having less value, in which the PBC wants him to see himself that way. Errol and his fans, I don't know specifically Errol, but his fans love to devalue this man. He doesn't look at himself that way. But I know that Team Spence, as well as his fans, would like nothing better for this to be a flop. I don't consider it a flop. I consider it a man chose a career in boxing and putting on boxing matches to further his career as best he could. I can see the logic in him picking David Avanesian, although a lot of folks don't. I mean, everybody above David Avanesian ranked in the WBO is not available to Crawford. So he had to get the next best thing. If number 2, 3, or 4 ranked in the WBO wanted it with Lean, aka Crawford, he would have picked him. But they don't want it with him either. They either tied up with PBC and Showtime. But Crawford's like, whatever. He's still holding out hope. He's still being optimistic. And I know you got a lot of people out there that's going to say, well, Ms. T, he backed off negotiations. It's his fault the fight didn't work. Well, we wasn't there. We wasn't at the negotiation. And from my understanding, it was not his fault. These are two young, great African-American boxers who said, let's start with what they said. We're fighting this year. Basically, regardless, we're fighting this year. Only one is holding true to what his words were. And I'm sorry to tell you, Errol fans, it ain't your boy. It's not your boy. Errol said November 19th, regardless, Crawford or not. November 19th has come and passed. Bud said December 10th. We gonna see. I'm not even gonna count my chickens before they hatch. A lot of people leading up to this, I've heard say that fight ain't happening. It's not even sanctioned. It's not, the athletic commission in Nebraska ain't even cleared it. And one by one, everything they said is not turn out to be. They even say, oh no, he's not getting paid $10 million. But look what's happening. He's getting the $10 million. So what are they really mad at? They got to tell me what they really mad at. I chop it up to he has no value in their eyes. And he's getting treated, or he's getting perks or privileges like somebody who got value. And when somebody else think you have no value, but you're turning around and getting perks and privileges as if you got value, your competition, your opposition, they don't like that shit. Oh, that burns a fire in them. They don't ever like that. Instead of sitting back saying, I don't see the value in him, that don't mean the world gonna follow my logic. It's okay if you don't see the value in somebody. It's okay for you to feel that way. We don't have a heaven or hell to put you in. But that don't mean the world sees it like you. He keep moving his step, making his doubters look crazy. Big Chop, Unbiased Boxing, was popping. Welcome to the building. He said, cut it out, Miss T. It is going to be a flop, a big belly flop. How do you know that, Big Chop? When I drop the link, I would love for you to come and explain to the chat and me. I'll listen. How do you know that? You haven't heard me say it's going to be record-breaking numbers. Now, on Boxing Fans Talk TV, it's a few of us that got a bet. And it's kind of like a Price is Right, if you want to call it a bet. We pretty much guesstimated how many viewership we think his fight is going to get. And whoever guessed that number correctly, or get the right number, or close to the right number, closest to the number that they guessed, I'm going to say that, we're going to cash app them. I haven't decided what's the exact amount, but it'll be 25 and up, but it won't be over $50. Let's say you guesstimated 10 people will watch the fight and 15 people watched it. But everybody else was betting thousands of people. That was their guess. Then you, the person who guesstimated 15, will be closer to 10. Or if you guess 10, I'm going to cash app you soon as those numbers come out. You can ask anybody on here. I pay my debts on time and immediately. And it's funny for this to be Christmas that I'm setting aside some money just to pay some of y'all. One of y'all. Let me correct my statement. One of y'all. Now, the beautiful thing about being the host, if I guess correctly, all y'all niggas got to pay me. I love it. I love it. Make my Christmas and New Year wonderful, spectacular. You know why I guess high? Because this app is international. I didn't just factor in America, like America is the only place. He is loved in Europe. Terence Crawford, that is. Even if America, most of y'all don't like him, or should I say Texas don't like him. He is loved in Europe. A lot of people like him. A lot of people show him respect. So that's why my numbers were what they were. My guess, that is. But that's something side. If you want to get in on it, you can. You cannot guess a number that somebody already picked. That's my only thing. Martin King said, if anyone wants this fight to flop, they are not true boxing heads. Yeah, that's just hating. That Martin King is right. That'll be hating. He also said Crawford is way better than Spence. Who you beat and the time period matters. It's called accolades over idealism. Ooh, you speaking to the choir. Deacon 305 is clapping his hands, I believe. Our money is in the building. What's poppin', King? He said, Miss T, what's up? Martin said Crawford versus Avanesian will do 200,000 minimum. Wake up, haters. It's $40. Our money, you put that, let me see. You put that guess in too, right? You was on that. Because once we put our guess in, we couldn't change. Yep, our money. You can't use that 200. You already picked the number. You picked 150. It said MKB, General Big Fish. And Martin said, if the event sold out, it's going to be worldwide presence. Trust. That's what I believe. I believe it's going to be higher numbers simply because it's international. PGH Big Dog is in the building. He said, salute Queen. Deacon is clapping his hand. Martin King said, what's popping, bro? They talking to each other. Everybody talking to each other. Stop hating. Is in the building. What's popping, King? He said people are mad at him because he ducked out and robbed the fight fans of the biggest fight in boxing, not because he isn't valuable. No, but that statement is not true. I don't know how you duck out of something you still negotiating. There was no fight of Errol Spence and Terence Crawford to be had for this year, and that wasn't Terence Crawford's idea. That was Team Spence's idea. So it's still possible for next year. So where you get the duck from? Martin said Terence Bud Crawford exclusive interview with David Abenizin fight December 10th. BLK Prime and on-demand pay-per-view app TV. Yeah, you know how I pulled it up? I went through my Roku and added BLK as an app, and then I hit it. I don't know if my cable, because I have Xfinity, I don't know if that's going to give me an option to buy it, but I'm getting the fight. Hell, it's $39.95. Y'all can't beat that. He said Terence Bud Crawford versus. Okay, he said that. General said, put me down for 10. General, I'm going to stop what I'm doing right now and put you down for 10 views. You're funny. Let's see. Big Fish. I'm writing it down, Big Fish. 10 views. That's what he got. Oh, ye of little faith. I can't believe you, Big Fish. You know it's going to do better than that. But, Crawford is going along with the PBC and Errol and Floyd schedule. Why y'all saying he's ducking? I mean, I be like, there's no way that a rational adult human being can't understand that. So for some of y'all who be saying something else, I really can't understand that. Like, honest God. Martin said, stop crying. PGA said, Queen of the Bud Justice League on that BS again. Biggest flop for the biggest duck in boxing card, and the event is embarrassing. You know, PGH, everything y'all say about Bud, do it concern y'all that it don't turn out to be true? Y'all say a lot, never be true. You would think that will, clue some of y'all in, but it doesn't. B. Davis 919, welcome to the building. He said not paying for that trash. Well, you don't have to. They not worried about you. They not worried about the folks from Texas or the couple of people, a handful of people in America that don't want to support Bud. They not worried about that. There's a lot of people not supporting PBC. I would never buy an Errol Spence fight unless it's Bud and Crawford. I mean, Crawford and Spence. And that ain't got nothing to do with Spence. It's more so to do with PBC. So PBC lost a lot of subscribers and stuff. So, I mean, that's why I can't get mad at you for saying not paying for that trash. Hey. But, do you have any influence over the international world? We'll have to see. I can't call it. I don't think you do, but we'll see. Modern King Boxer said at PGH, I eat crow if it flops. But what do you consider a flop, homie? Let me just tell you. Between Errol Spence and Bud Crawford, neither one of them are pay-per-view stars. Let's get that out on Front Street. Neither one of them are. When you have a standard mark of 4.6 million, regardless of what you think can happen, because nobody thought Floyd could get that high, and he did it. So regardless of what people are going to say, like nobody will ever get that because we streaming and blah, 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 blah. Regardless, you ain't going to come nowhere near that. Nobody is. Nobody's going to come nowhere near. Them two together ain't probably even going to break 1 million. But, maybe you could be a little optimistic that those two together could. I don't think they could. I think they get at least 500,000 together. But Errol Spence is not a pay-per-view star at all. Not even close. So if you want to say, well, his numbers are better than Bud, okay. Now what you going to say when Bud numbers surpasses, let's say if, and I'm saying if, what if Bud numbers surpasses anything Spence did? What is y'all going to say? Let me know in the chat what y'all going to say. It's a lie. There's no way to be accurate about the number. That's what I think y'all say. But I'm telling you before you said that, that's what I think y'all gonna say. And I'm also telling you before you said, do realize that that applies to Errol Spence too. There's no way for us to know what numbers he really did. No way to know. Unless you breaking records, and the record is 4.6 million. Unless you breaking records, you're never going to get an accurate description of how many of the numbers. They could tell us anything. It is what it is, shawty. PGA said that Duckford fight won't do 8K. Okay. And when it does, what you going to say? PGH, what you going to do? What will you say to us? Deacons, do a check mark. General Big Fish said he gonna need buys from Martians to get 200,000. Okay. I don't doubt y'all. I'm like, I don't know what it's gonna do. I'm just optimistic. That's all I can say. It's an international app and it's cheap. We don't know. Monica said, y'all really biased on the real. Yeah, they are. They really biased. We broke and leave it to this chat. They biased as hell. Bo Max said he ain't even going to that trash. He'd rather be in Davis' corner instead of that BS. Now, why would you come on here, PGH, and lie like that? Like, I'm just trying to figure out. Let me know. Let a sister know. I love you, PGH, but I really want to know. Why is it necessary to tell such a lie? If Spence and everything that you promote and advocate is all that in a bag of chips, would there be a need to lie? I'm not mad, but I'm putting the spotlight on you. You just straight up said a lie. Bomac ain't said that. Bomac didn't say that. Isn't that the night the Heisman thing? Didn't Top Rank doing their usual? And dude got a fight. And Bomac is both of their trainers. And Terence got 3. So between their team, they devised a plan to go to what fight that they want to go to. So why would you turn this into this lie? This is plain to see. Everybody who looking, whether you're a Spence fan or a Bud fan, this is when your credibility gets shot to me. Love you, PGH, but you have no credibility at this point, sir, because you just straight up lied for no apparent reason. All you had to do is say Beaumont is going to be at Davis' corner. We knew that, but it won't because of what you said. He ain't going to that trash. He'd rather be, as if you got a beeline or a telephone number to Beaumont to know what he feels and think. Come on, PGH, you better than that. Martin King said body. Martin said, Miss T, you have no idea how this season is classic boxing. He said, at General Big Fish, what's great, Big Guppy? Our money said, I paid for it already. I did not pay for the movie subscription. Reginald Peters is in the building. What's poppin', King? He said, hey, Miss T, what's poppin'? We got some Earl sexuals in here and some Bud buddies. General Big Fish, Martin King Boxing was good, Ronald Stinky. Stop Hating said Teofimo, Jared Anderson, Keyshawn Davis, Xander Zayas, Bruce Carrington, Iger Johnson, and Jahai Tucker all fight for free on the same night. Bud fight for damn sure flopping. Maybe not. Maybe not. But y'all forget, it's ESPN, so ESPN, you can always on demand that shit. You can always go back and watch it. And you still can go buy the pay-per-view later if you want to. He may not, maybe, but look what everybody got to do to make sure this man fail. You got to stack a card. You got to put on a show to try to make this man fail. But what y'all can't make him fail at is the motherfucker get paid. And I know that burns a hole in y'all ass. I know that burn. I know it hurt. Sensation. Burning sensation. big old hole in their ass. Because Bud is getting paid. Your boy ain't. At our money, the TV going to be bigger than the car, bro. I'm watching every bit of the walk out and everything, bro. He said, FOH, big fish. I guess that means fuck out of here. PGA said, and that's the problem with Bud. He don't give a F about the fans, blaming fans. How do you feel he blaming fans? And we don't feel he blaming fans. What is he blaming them for? Y'all say that all the time, and every time you wrong. Because I'm not getting that. If I felt like he was blaming me as a fan, I mean, for your statement to be true, there should be nobody that can stand up and say, I'm a fan and I feel like he was blaming me. Well, let me be the first. I'm a fan and I don't feel like Bud is blaming me. You know what I'm saying? So PGH, that throws a monkey wrench in your whole statement. Martin said, you still my boxing brother at General Big Fish. PGA said, correction. Bud is not a pay-per-view star. Spence has solid. He is not a star. What are you correcting? I didn't say nothing to need to be corrected. I said both Bud and Spence are not pay-per-view stars. That's not slighting anyone. That's a fact. So you said correction. What needed to be correct? Bud is not a pay-per-view star. Neither is Spence. And no, he don't have solid numbers. If I'm going to look at the benchmark, which is 4.6 million, why in the fuck would I care about 350,000? Because that's the highest he ever got. And he been declining ever since Mikey Garcia. Yeah, he gets more than Bud, according to the numbers, what they say. But he been declining ever since. He's been going down, not up. Hundreds of thousands is a drop in a bucket to 4.6 million. You know that. Nobody has to be a math genius or a scholar or Rhodes Scholar to know that. $4.6 million compared to 350,000. That's one of his fights. You make that comparison. That's a drop in a bucket, nigga. That's nothing. But you didn't have to correct me. But I know it goes a long way to make the point. Correction. Martin King said, they big mad, Miss T. I see. I love my brothers, though. But I'm trying to say you guys are biased. I'm not biased. I think Bud is better a fighter, but Bud can lose a fight. I don't think he can win everything. I don't think he'll always win. I felt that way about Floyd, too. If I felt like Bud could win every fight, I would be bored with him. I would be bored with that person. You know, why look at sports if it's a guarantee that your favorite fighter or your favorite team is going to win? Why would you look at sports? I wouldn't. He said it'll never happen. What'll never happen, ATL? Modern King boxing is always love, not the person. Yeah, y'all, it's not the person. Modern King said Crawford out here getting licks, Spence visiting the Irish folks. Yeah, he going on his tour of different countries or something. Good on him. Damn, hold on. I know y'all buying bro and sis. And then he said, I guess he's been Miss T, just let it go. Bud can't sell. According to you, Reginald, they gonna lie about pay-per-view numbers like they lied about Ducks, like they lied about Spence numbers. You want to say that statement too? Because if you say that statement, then I rock with you. But you're not gonna say it, are you? That's why I can't rock with you. Because you showing your bias again. Why you worried about they gonna lie? Ain't that what Spence been doing all along? Like, if Bud gonna lie, what you think Spence doing? If that's what y'all truly believe, they gonna lie? You trying to tell me they didn't lie with Spence? Come on, shawty. Let's be fair about it. I just said there's no way for us to know unless they break numbers. I just said that. That is inclusive of Bud, Spence, whoever getting that ring. If you're not breaking record numbers, you're not going to know the correct number. It's not going to happen. So that means all numbers could be a lie, or inflated, or deflated. You can't bring it within yourself to say that, because that would be fair, and that would be accurate, and that would be non-biased. But you can't do it, can you? I don't care if Crawford care. Pay me my money. ATL, you got a winning streak. If you win, I got you, bro. PGA said Beaumont going wherever they got to, where they got the better all you can eat buffets. Look at that disrespect. Jared Anderson needs a fight. That dude that lost to Dillian White, I think. Boy, if I'll be about to disrespect. Salute Queen. Warren said the Bud fight card started 5:30, right? It will be over before ESPN card actually gets good. I think they both starting at 9. What he said. Spence got great numbers. You're hating. Spence got numbers. I don't know about great. That's y'all opinion. At this point, if you're doing 150,000, you are a pay-per-view star. Crawford, no, that's not. I know you playing. You are a pay-per-view star. Crawford and Spence numbers are equal because the fan bases are divided. I've never watched Spence, even the Ugas fight. I don't know about that, Martin. D-Ray Promotions is in the building. What's poppin', Queen? What's poppin', King? So I think I read most of y'all chat. So let me finish the monologue and I'm gonna drop the link. So when I told y'all in the thumbnail, Terence Crawford isn't concerned with his pay-per-view numbers for his next fight, and only he not concerned with it because he knows it doesn't matter what the numbers are. It's just like PGA just said, they gonna lie about it. That's how he feel. They gonna say it ain't good enough. It's not gonna move the needle in negotiations, but it's gonna make it difficult for them to shit. And when I say them, meaning PBC and Errol Spence team, to shit on Bud Crawford legitimately or with a straight face. It's gonna make it difficult. That's what the whole point of Errol Spence getting up and walking out the Porter fight. Because trust me, if Errol Spence was watching that fight like all of us and Sean Porter beat him or knocked him down, Errol Spence would have stayed and he would have gotten the ring. But because Terence beat him better than Errol could do, Errol Spence didn't want no questions. And that's why he left. So you didn't hear me riding him and stuff. And hey, it's not the end of the world. He left. He ain't want to be bothered. Okay. It ain't the end of the world, but stand 10 toes on your shit. You left because that's some sore loser shit that you was showing. You got up and left because you thought, because of what you went through with Porter, that because again, Terence Crawford has no value in your eyes. You are so much better than Terence Crawford. And if you struggle with Porter, then maybe Terence should have too. And then when you see that it wasn't true, then look at you. You left. I remember the talks before the Porter fight with both of them. And Errol fans or Errol sexuals felt like that was going to be a test. Now we're going to see. And it worked out to be in Terrence's favor. Same thing with Kell Brook. Now we're going to see. Then it worked out to be Terrence's favor. The commonality that they do have, Terence did a much better job. He did a much better job. And Terence, since y'all want to talk about records, Terence, when they both were doing free fights before pay-per-view, Terence had more viewership than Errol could wish to have. Well, I think one of his fights on ESPN had about 3 million plus. Errol ain't never had that many people watch his fight, free or pay-per-view. You know what I'm saying? So, to me, they kind of on the same playing level. They neither one of them breaking 500,000. Neither one of them breaking 1 million views, pay-per-views or nothing. They're not pay-per-view stars. only thing that Errol Spence can say he's done better overall is he had better numbers pay-per-view overall. If you go by what the folks put out, he ain't the highest payer. He lost on that one. As far as the most accolades, he lost on that one. As far as being a champion in multiple divisions, he lost on that one. So you second best. I'm just sorry, based on the past and up to today. So he reigns in second best. It ain't just Miss T talking about that. If you look at all the pound per pound lists that have come out overall in the last 4 or 5 years, Terence was either number 1 or number 2. Where was Earl at? My bad. That's the preliminary card that started at 5:30. This is Rob. What's popping, King? Modern King said Errol Spence got emotional right after that stoppage. That's moist. Indeed. And they don't want to admit, traffic. No, he was a sore loser. Because he lost. He lost that confrontation, too, when they met up in the hallway. Now, all y'all niggas normally judge shit like that, but now people want to act like they don't see that. Terence Crawford had him shook in that hallway, but I don't think that a Errol Spence fan gonna ever say he did. Y'all know if men meet up like that and y'all talk y'all shit and swallow spit, there would be some kind of judgment on that. But y'all don't want to give it to Terence, and that shows you your bias. Because had that been you and somebody else, and y'all, either one of y'all played the Terence role, and somebody else was playing the Earl role, you would say you bossed up on him. You shook his ass. You made him bow down. You was the alpha and the omega, as I like to say it. He was beta like a motherfucker. But y'all ain't gonna say that because it's your favorite fighter. Modern King said, boy was running. I was running. Reginald said, stop hating on Earl. Build up Bud weak numbers. You're going to learn to bite. Hey, Reginald, a lot of shit you said turned out to not be true. I'm just stating the facts, y'all. Dan Tam, it's funny when Earl Sexual say Porter was winning until he got stopped. Yeah, if it helps him sleep better at night, damn. Modern King said, chew cuts like a knife. The sword, gentlemen, cuts both ways. And my Faye Dunaway voice. Quentin, Q was popping, King. He said he better. No, he didn't. He said, this is good propaganda right here, huh, Q? I thought I saw IOTDA clearing Spence pathway running out that bios. I don't know what that word is supposed to be. Reginald said Tim Bradley, first ballot Hall of Fame. I told you earlier. How in the fuck do you make that statement? Now, Reginald, I love you, bro. But I'm going to need you to stop turning off your motherfucking brain at times. What the fuck do Tim Bradley got to do with Errol Smith? And who is sitting on the board to vote at that time when Earl come up? If we can't do no triangle, no defense or triangle offense or whatever, if good wisdom tell you can't do that for actual fights, then why in the fuck would you do that for Hall of Fame? How does that make sense, Reginald? Come on, shawty. No, you lost your credibility, Reginald. I'm just joking. He said drop the link. He won't in. He ain't know it was a contact sport. XO is in the building. What's up? What's poppin', King? He said salute, Queen T. As good as top rank card is, people still would rather see Bud fight for whatever reason. Some of us want to see him back in the ring, and others want to see him lose, but they want to see. Yeah, because when you talk about international, you talking about overseas in the UK, ESPN don't play over there for free. So they got to pay something. So which one they going to pick? The Terence Crawford? Or they going to pick the other one? That's what y'all got to think. Q said, Reginald said, drop the link. In due time, dog. He said, Q said, not me. Okay. But I will tell you, first, Terence has to get past David Avenesian. He has to. I saw a couple of highlights, ATL, matter of fact. Not enough because I interrupted, I had to leave. So I didn't watch the whole clip. But I saw a couple of stuff and I was like, yeah, this dude is awkward. But even if I never, and thanks ATL for telling me, said he was suggesting to all of us, go watch this dude fight. It's not a foregone conclusion to me that Terence is going to win. We're going to see if he wins. I don't doubt that Terence can win. I'm seeing Bud all day. I'm leaning on Terence all day to win. But as I told y'all, I'm not so delusional that I think that Terence can be everybody he gets in the ring with. He's a man. And man is fallible. Man meaning women and men. Because I know that kind of changed in the English language. When I was younger, if you say man, you can say man to represent everybody, women and men. And now it's more specific. But when I say it like that, I mean the representation of everybody, every human. Man is not perfect. He's fallible. And so that means when Terence get in the ring, he can make a mistake that could cost him. Anything can happen. I don't think he is. Now Terence is the one saying he's not overlooking David Avenesian. And I believe him. Now, why should I believe him? Because look at his past. What has he done in his past that make me say, I don't believe you. You usually be falling asleep at the wheel and all this stuff. Nothing. He has done none of that. But like I said, you got to get past him. We all believe that he will. David do have a chance. Crawford has been boisterous here lately, as we all wanted, doing interviews, podcasts, and whatnot. I hope that doesn't mess up his mojo. Because, normally he's quiet and then he goes in to kick ass. I'm superstitious like that, but he may not be. Either way, what would a loss do for Crawford outside of losing his title and Eurosexuals coming all over themselves because he lost? What would it mean in the end of the day? I'm confident that he'll be all right. And I'm not even saying we getting ready for a loss. I'm just saying this is how I always feel whenever he steps in the ring. He has been out the ring for a year. He's fighting a formidable opponent that a lot of people have ducked and did not want to fight. And now he's laying out his plans. According to Al Heyman, Floyd Mayweather, and Errol Spence himself, they ready next year. So nobody did nothing to Earl or PBC but obliged them in what they said they wanted. So negotiations still going on. If you mad at the man for living his life in 2022 when he ain't interfering with nothing you wanted in 2022, then I don't know what kind of nigga you is. Should we call you a dumbass nigga? Or biased nigga? Or hating ass nigga? I mean, which one are you? Talking to you, Errol Spence. Talking to you. Y'all see this lovely picture. Earl, which one are you? Dumb, hating, biased? Your motherfucking ass say 2023. What you think the nigga's supposed to do? This is Earl, the nut digger, Spence. So y'all direct y'all questions towards him. Now, the plan is, this is the first time I heard Terence pretty much have a plan. I don't think he said it in those words, but I'm going to call it a plan. He said he's going to fight David Evans, take care of that work. And then he's still negotiating, trying to get the fight in May, kind of where they want it to be. With Errol Spence, he obliging them. After he beats Earl's ass, he ready for Charlo. But do they want him? He giving you what you want. Now, Charlo says or expects Bud to work his way from the bottom up. And I gotta ask y'all, is Charlo retarded? When I drop the link, all these questions that I pose as I'm talking, y'all do y'all best to answer those, please. Is he retarded? Do he not understand what a super champion is? I gotta say he retarded, or he special needs, or he done got hit in his head way too many times or something. Where does he get that notion from that Bud gotta work from the bottom because that's what he want? Who made him King Dingling? So the rules go out the window because he Charlo and Bud has no value in their eyes. Terence don't deserve equality like everybody else. But Terence is basically saying, I don't feel the pressure to get the numbers. If the numbers are high, they won't be good enough because Spence and his team and his fans feel Spence is the creme de la creme, and Bud is just the scum of the bottom of their shoe. They are praying that it would do bad so they can screw him over with a piece of with peace of mind, so they can do it and feel legitimate about doing it. Make no mistake, good or bad, the numbers, it won't matter. And y'all heard me say it first. And with that, I'm gonna drop this link. But I want to get to some of these chats. So when y'all come in, let me catch up on the chats and get some of these people's ideas in. Martin said, that's real at the XO Factory. It's coming home for Crawford, for Omaha, and it's blessing to watch him. He done sold out the arena, y'all. So y'all was wrong about that one. Now we just have to see the pay-per-view numbers. Nobody going to watch Bud over Top Rank cards. Stop capping, XO. We'll see. Q smash the like button. Martin said Reginald thirsty today. Buy the pay-per-view. Clear your thirst. Subscribe. Indeed, ATL. Quentin, I'm streaming that weakness fight. Okay, do what you gotta do. Lopez got his brakes beat off him. I'm watching, but Crawford is a must-see TV. Hold tight, Reginald. Cut your shit off in the background. Hold on. Hold up, Q. Let me catch up these chats, y'all. Let me get everybody their shine. If Bud wants to finish his career on that, he needs to make a deal with PBC. Listen, y'all gotta stop saying that. Reginald, I'm gonna need you to keep your brain on for the duration of this podcast. Modern King Boxing and Quentin Bradley, you know that's not cap, big bro. I bet you all those big channels that's telling folks not to buy, paying for it, with the fans they telling not to watch it, tell me I'm lying. They may be.
King, what's going on, Queen?
What's up? Hold tight, y'all. Y'all coming through. Stop lying, Miss T. I'm trying to make sure I show respect. Put some respect on everybody's chat. Bud judged wrong. I don't know where he judged wrong. He got a good payday. His fight is going down, so I really don't. Y'all just gotta stop hating. XO, yes, it's Top Rank. Got a better card. Nobody knows Avocado or that undercard. We'll see. Everyone is nobody. Is a nobody. I could say the same for Ugas. He had 4 losses. You said drop the link, hater. Sounds like hey, Top Rank fee. Look at him, y'all. I don't want to hear that shit. I think I got it. Wait a minute. One more. XO said at Quentin Bradley, Bud been the most talked about athlete for the past year. Who do you think people are going to want to see big grow? And let me just say this before I turn it over to my panel. If you put Bud in your podcast, you're going to do better numbers than any other person. Like his shit is trending more than anybody else. So
I ain't gonna lie. Miss T, look, remember the other night I told you I was gonna do a Crawford video, right?
Right.
I got like 325 views.
Yeah. It just the numbers with it. So who came in first? I want to get it right. I think it was Reginald, then Q, then Martin, then ATL, then Big Fish. So Reginald, go ahead, say your piece. Let me turn the music down so we can hear this shit.
First of all, my name is President and CEO of Errol Spence Fan Club, and I would like to be properly addressed by that, Ms. T.
Properly.
Nigga, Reginald, go ahead. I'm just joking. President and CEO of
what up, fellas? What up, fellas?
Big Fish, where you at? Come on back. Go ahead, Reginald. You got 2 minutes. Then I'm gonna open the panel.
Yeah, I just want to say, I hope, like I said, Bud win Saturday. All jokes aside, because I want no roadblocks in this fight coming up next year. Even though I get on and bash Bud, at the end of the day, I want this fight, and I want Bud to win, which he should win. And because I don't want to hear no more second fights or third fight. Just make the fights, fellas. And other than that, man, and as for the Hall of Fame, I told you, Miss T, the bar set so low to get into the Hall of Fame. Tim Bradley just got it deducted in today.
But go ahead. I'm sorry.
His career, which you give me, that Pacquiao fight was a gift, and that in Buse fight he almost lost his life because he got destroyed that fight, but he won. But the bar is so low to get into the Hall of Fame. That's why I said Earl is in there. If Tim Bradley's there on the first ballot, Earl gonna be there on the first ballot. That's all I got to say for right now, fellas. Thanks.
Okay, I'm gonna rebut this part. The only reason why I say you cannot quantify or qualify those things because one, you don't know who's gonna be on the judging panel and who's gonna be up for it around that time too. And I don't know how long Tim Bradley been retired. Has it been more than 5 years? Or
no, 5 years.
5th year? Is this the 5th year?
Yeah, he just retired. He ain't retired 20 years ago. He been retired about 5 years ago.
All right, anybody who know different, let me know. So I read you now.
I don't care about him being Tim Bradley.
Right.
So hold on, y'all. We're gonna do it even because we got a lot of y'all up here. Q, go ahead, get your minutes in. What you want to put on? Mute your mic if you got noise in the background. Let me hear my brother Q.
Miss T, how you doing? First of all,
I'm good. What's popping?
Oh man, when you came in the ring the other night, I was away from the mic. You know what I'm saying? But I heard the playback. You did your thing. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna let you make it to that till we get to open panel, right?
You took too much punishment.
So everybody else.
Are you talking about that night when she? Are you talking about that night? Are you talking about that night when she roasted ATL?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Nah. Listen, hold on. Let Q get his couple of minutes.
Ain't nobody roast me. We gonna get that clear.
Hold up, ATL. Goddamn. Hold up. Go ahead, Q.
But hey man, let me tell you something. The bar for the Hall of Fame is being set low. Antonio Gotti's in the Hall of Fame, and you can't give me 3 legacy fights that he done had, because he ain't had none, and the ones he had, he lost. Sean Porter gonna be a first ballot. Danny Garcia gonna be a first ballot. Mikey Garcia gonna be a first ballot, right? Regardless of what y'all opinion is or how y'all feel about them, I know what them white folks gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, Antonio Gotti's in the Hall of Fame. Let that sink in your soul, right?
I believe.
And I'm gonna say this last thing, then pass the mic. This weekend, I'm gonna stream the shit out this weak ass fight, right? I'm gonna stream the shit out this weak ass fight. Top Rank got a better card. I'm gonna be more in tune than that. Ain't nobody, like I say, they having questions about whether or not this thing gonna even do 10K. You talking about he not worried about his pay-per-view numbers because he know the next fight, he better worry about them pay-per-view numbers. because they selling at $39.99. Errol Spence fights don't never sell that cheap. He better do well and then some, because if he don't, he go back to the negotiation table. However Earl choose to handle him, he will be justified. Either he going to accept or the truth going to really be told that he's a duck. Because there's no way he'll be able to justify this 50-50 crap when he's the B-side. Hands down. I passed the mic.
So let me answer the one question you said. And everything you saying is speculative. We don't know till we know. And I'll even say that. I don't know till I know. I'm not. I believe it would do well, but I don't know till I know. But as far as you said, name 3 fights that Gotti been in that was noteworthy. The 3 fights that he been in with Mickey Ward plus 4 Mayweather. So that's
did he win those fights though? He didn't win those fights though.
No, you didn't say that. You said name 3 fights that, like, I guess was noteworthy.
But my point is, the bar is that low. He's in the Hall of Fame. So if he's in the Hall of Fame,
because he had
Tim Bradley's in the Hall of Fame, why Errol Spence won't be in the Hall of Fame?
He had Hall of Fame fights. And guess when we knew that they were in the Hall of Fame? When they got into the Hall of Fame. Not a day before or a minute earlier.
Because you don't think if he fight Keith Thurman, that's another top notch on his resume.
What I'm saying, when we talked about it, the reason why we talked about it and the reason why it came up is because we was even shocked that the Hall of Fame made the moves that they made with Bud Crawford. I could tell you, I was shocked. I didn't know that he was up for it or they would have did anything. And we know that they cast people's hands before they put them in the Hall of Fame. So I wouldn't have known none of that shit until that day happened. But once it happened, I said to myself, Terence Crawford guaranteed. It's not a if or when or I guess or I'm speculating or I think. It's I know. And then everybody else, I don't know till it happened. Now we all, of course, all of us can be in unison and say the same thing about Floyd Mayweather. He broke too many records and he retired undefeated. So we knew. But there's not many other people you can say you know. You think, and you have a right to think that. We'll see. We'll just see. But Martin King, go ahead and get your couple of minutes. Martin King?
Yeah,
Martin King.
Good. Yeah, I'm here. What's good?
Okay, go ahead and get your couple of minutes. What you got on it?
You hear me? Yeah, you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we hear you.
Let me hear you.
Oh man, I don't think the Earl Spence. I don't think Earl Spence is going to get it. I'm like from the NBA stand, like some of those NBA players go forward and come back out. Man.
Martin, you got to get your thing straight. We can barely understand you. It came in kind of fuzzy. If you sign out, come back in, maybe it'll clear up. Or say something now. Let's see if it's cleared. Are you with us?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you clear now. Go ahead.
Well, I think it's going to take me out though, because I'm buffering out now. Sorry.
Yeah, you know, her mic don't adjust the bullshit.
It ain't my mic, it's his. Mm-hmm. Well, I tell you what, go out and come back in, Martin. ATL, you up next. Martin, I need you back though. Shit. Because y'all spent tight on this motherfucker.
Hey, I would fuck with Martin, you know what I'm saying? I say your shit sensitive to bullshit. He was talking bullshit. That's why he was buffering. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What you got on it? What you got on ATL?
But look, man.
Where you at, XO?
Straight up, right? You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead.
Yeah,
your background ATL, like if you got a TV or
no, that ain't mine.
Whoever got that, turn that off. Okay, go ahead, ATL.
I can't wait to see the fight this weekend, man. I'm excited, man. You know what I'm saying? I hope Terence Crawford do his shit. You know what I'm saying? And I hope he have a great undercard because we don't know who the fuck on that motherfucker. But I just hope he goddamn do his thing, man. Keep his fans impressed. You know what I'm saying? Show us that he ready. And just put on a great event, period. You know, because in his name is in his hometown. So I just hope everything works out for him, man.
I appreciate that. That's an unbiased. There you go. A person who's a Spence fan is unbiased. He already has done well as far as the arena at his home. It's sold out. So that part is good. We just don't know what the views. God damn, you would never believe anything that Terence Crawford do. Nigga, I don't know what to tell you. I'm not gonna try to convince you because the shit could be right in front of you, Reginald, and you ain't gonna believe it. But that part of it, ladies and gentlemen, is sold out. So we know as far as the attendance at the fight is, they did wonderful numbers. Now the pay-per-view numbers remain to be seen. As much as I love Bud, as much as I think that this is gonna do well for him, I can't even call it. I'll wait to see. That's all I can say. I
don't think it's going down.
What?
I don't think the fight's going to happen Saturday. It's
so nigga, pay me $100 when the fight motherfucking happen. I told you to keep your motherfucking brain on for the duration of this podcast, nigga. Now come on now, Reggie. Now I gotta cut you to the white meat. Cause you acting crazy right now. You know damn well this fight going down.
Hey, like Bud said, they don't wire him the other half of that $5 million. He said he ain't gonna fight.
When he said that, nigga, point to the receipt.
He said it. He said, I forgot what podcast it on. He said he got half the money, but he said if I don't get my other half, I'm not fighting. That's out of his mouth.
Hey, Reginald, until you bring some receipts, shut the fuck up on that one. Sorry, I gotta cut you. I gotta cut you, bro, because you put
shorty.
I gotta cut you, shorty, because you be putting out some terrible propaganda. I like Big Fish and Q propaganda better than yours, but I gotta put Big Fish. Big Fish, you've been waiting patiently. What you got on it, bro?
Boss T, what's going on?
Boss T, what's up? What's up?
Oh man, I've been waiting to catch up with you for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, so I don't know if you wanna wait to open panel to talk about all the little points I've been waiting to discuss, but I'll just give you a few. I've been listening to you and you are spilling major propaganda, boy. Hey, Bud Crawford need to hire you for his legal defense team.
For real,
man. So I want to point this out, Miss T, because I hear you talking about Errol Spence pay-per-view numbers being on the decline, but you keep forgetting to mention one key detail: COVID-19. Everybody's pay-per-view numbers have been on the decline, including the real king of boxing, Canelo Alvarez, not Bud Crawford. And you know how I feel about Canelo. I can't stand him worse than Crawford, but he is the king. We have to acknowledge that, Miss T. And we know that Errol Spence was on a major ascension when he got that Manny Pacquiao fight. I'm going to speculate that would have been anywhere between 500 to maybe 700,000 views. And Miss T, you would have been sick to death if that would have happened. Them numbers would have came back like that. I already know you would have been, but that's just speculation. So, of course, his numbers have been going down because of COVID. So I wanted to dispel that propaganda, if you don't mind. And as far as Bud's numbers goes, it's not hating, predicting that he's only going to do 7,000. We're just going off of the history, the analytical data. History shows that this guy does horribly in pay-per-view, and that's with good business, with top rank and all of that involved. We have somebody who has never done a fight before on this type of level, competing with a major card on the same night with a fire stick implemented into the situation, Miss T. And earlier I was kidding. Can I give you my real number to write down? Because I would like my prize.
Hold on. Let me go back and see what your number, because I had to write it down.
You put me down for 10. I know. I know it's at least 10. 10 people that's gonna buy for sure. So I like to go with 9,423, please.
Okay, I got you down. 9,423, Big Fish.
I'm going for under 1,000.
Nigga, did you already say it? What's the name?
No, that's my first bid. It's gonna be under 1,000.
Hold on, I got Warren, Martin, ATL, XL. Okay, you saying 1,000?
Under 1,000.
So 900 and what? Give me a number, man.
I'm 999.
Okay, 999 to motherfucking Reginald.
And this the last thing I gotta say, Miss T. I'm not hating on the man making 10 million, and I didn't put that out there. BLK and Terence Crawford felt the need to throw that number out there to try to act like, that's something special.
Right.
So, we're not pocket watching. We're just reporting or discussing what was brought to our attention. And there's experts like Eddie Hearn that says he highly doubts that he's really getting 10 million for this fight. But if he does, congratulations to him, which I'm saying to him as well. Congratulations if you're able to fight a tomato can and make $10 million. That's good for you, but we don't believe it. We need to see a receipt. That's all I got to say into open panel.
Okay, so hold on before I go to Martin, because Martin, you up here now. So I'm gonna say to the last part that you made, Big Fish. I'm gonna say, hold on, Reginald.
Maybe to wake up.
Is that you with your kid?
Yeah.
You gotta mute that. So I'm gonna say, when you said about Eddie Hearn, like an expert, how we listen to Eddie Hearn now. That's amazing. I'm gonna say that part. And then when you say something about the COVID-19, now Big Fish, I can accept that answer to C-19 if y'all can accept it for Terrence, but y'all never do.
Well, Terrence's numbers were pre-COVID-19.
He had a fight.
They the same.
He had a fight during COVID-19 with y'all. I've heard y'all on the other shows, on E Thriller Show and the Mac Mob. Y'all be doing a great job over there, but I heard y'all say y'all not giving him no benefit of the doubt of that. So to me, I'm a true Libra. My scales will be balanced. If you're not gonna give it to Terrence, I ain't giving it to Earl. It's to me, I don't see how you can argue a point that you ain't willing to go the other way. That's turning off logic.
When has it ever been for Bud though? When has it ever been for him?
His numbers always been garbage.
They've always been bad before COVID.
But Q, I heard y'all argue, and one of them fights, Q, when you was given too much punishment, because you was a king over there. I know you got dethroned recently, but you probably get it back, bro.
No, he didn't. Miss T, he got.
Oh no, you didn't hear that was a disqualification.
Oh shit! Is it a DQ?
That was a DQ.
He got too much help, Miss T. We reviewed the tape, man. He got too much assistance. The opponent got too much assistance, so that don't count.
He got the assist. He got to sit with 6 people on the floor on the team. So, but I've heard the argument when I've heard both of y'all and others, y'all didn't give it to Terrence. So to me, I was like, well, shit, nobody gonna get it, and you can't really count what never happened. I believe you when you say Pacquiao and Spence numbers would have been good, but we'll never know because it never happened. And that's being fair, Big Fish. That's being ultimately fair.
Yeah, we can't, but we know they would have been in the multiple hundreds. We know that for sure. We can make that assumption.
We know that Terrence and Spence would do great numbers too, but until they do it, we can't. Call it.
No, because like you said, neither one of them are pay-per-view stars. Manny Pacquiao was a former pay-per-view star, so that's why we could speculate that would have did mid 500, 400,
but
600.
not really. I mean, not really. Like I'm saying, like when y'all guess who's the star and all that, and you guys, I see these porn look like porn things keep popping up. I don't know why they do it, and I always try to block them Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. So I apologize if it come through. But I really can't say that about Pacquiao. There's a standard benchmark, and you go from 0 to the highest, and everything in between. And there's nobody. You got Mayweather. You might could throw Tyson up there. You might could throw in recent times Deontay and Canelo. You can't throw nobody else up there.
Pacquiao?
Miss T, you got some
Pacquiao
disrespect in your chat, man.
I got some disrespect.
You
What
got
they
some
saying?
disrespect. They got some adult side in your chat, man.
I tried to exit out and shit. I don't know. They must be wanting to get at Miss T. Sorry. Can't oblige you. The girls are not for sale. But anyway, Big Fish, we gonna open the panel after Martin get in. Hopefully Martin's his communications is clear. Martin, what you got on?
Yo, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. We can hear you.
You know what? This disrespect for Terence Crawford pay-per-view numbers is out of control, Miss T. I want to bet everybody on this panel. I want to bet everybody on this panel $20 cash app besides Miss T and who else was that was in agreement with us? I'm not sure who it was, but the four of y'all. We're gonna bet 20. Who was that? Q? I know it's Q, but I mean, like, I want to bet the people on the panel that the pay-per-view does $200,000, $20. I owe you $20, and you owe me $20.
Man, that's a bet.
That's a bet. That's a bet, MK. That's a bet.
Hey, that's a bet.
Yeah, because y'all motherfuckers talking. Because y'all motherfuckers talking blasphemy. For real talk, I'm about to give you some new shoes off y'all motherfuckers' money. Why?
I'm gonna write it down. I want to be clear. Will we betting?
Write it down. Write it down. Let's get their names down. Let's get their names down too.
Put my name down. I bet him $20 that it ain't gonna do $200K. I don't even think it's gonna do 100.
Man, that's you
on there.
Bet.
And then I'm gonna tell you something.
Okay, I hear y'all talking that blasphemy.
And watch this here, MK.
I ain't gonna do you like that, man. I ain't gonna do you like that.
$39.99.
Oh yeah.
So
I know.
I got a dub.
We gotta count him.
I know who was. I know who wasn't on the bet. ATL wasn't on the bet either because he was thinking Crawford was gonna have a good pay per view. So
no, I said 100,000.
It's gonna be one.
No, listen.
What you say?
So this is a side bet. This is a side bet that Martin is doing in addition to this
I want that bet, MK.
That we have. So we
Can
got
I get
Q.
that bet? Can I get that bet?
Yeah. We got Q. We got Big Fish.
We got
for
$20. That's free.
For $20. It's for $20. And all three of y'all betting Martin.
$20.
That's what I said. Say
100,000. Now he said 200. He called the Martin.
Now make sure I get that. Make sure I get their names because I'm gonna have $60.
Yeah,
hey, I appreciate that donation, Martin King.
After that, so
hey, I want some of that too.
Well, Reggie now stepping up in the building too. So you got four people.
You thinking?
But look, I got something to say. But look, before you really want to go through with this bet, I'm trying to take bootlegging and it's on like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? That's shit gonna get bootlegged.
It's gonna do 200.
It's no blasphemy on this channel. I'm not promoting that shit on my channel.
I'm going to explain to you why I do 200,000 because Crawford did 138,000 his last outing, and that was an ESPN Plus app. So therefore, this is a cheaper app, and it's $40, and people like Crawford. I don't think y'all understand like the magnitude he's had on the sport. It's gonna do 200,000. Trust me.
Can I speak?
I know boxing.
Hold on. It's Martin's time, but let me give a shout out to JoJo. What's poppin', King? Welcome to the building. Go ahead, Martin. Get your rocks off. Squeeze one off. Go ahead.
You know, I see all of these low numbers, but from when I remember, like when we all supported Wilder, we all supported Spence. Like it was a collective. So the fan base isn't really divided because there's more people coming back to Crawford's side. It's a lot of support out here. He's been doing a lot of interviews, and it's a worldwide app. Trust me, it's going to do over 200,000. I know these fucking numbers, yo. I know numbers. It's going to do over 200,000. So I'm going to get... Yeah, go ahead, bro.
When he pass, hold on, you gotta pass, and then we be open panel. Then the first person be Reginald. Are you done, Marty?
Yeah, I passed it. Yeah, I passed it.
Okay, Reginald, go ahead.
Well, listen. All right. If
I got a question after Reginald, Miss T.
Okay.
If everybody got a pen and piece of paper, Reginald Peters, this is my email, Reginald Peters at 424.com. Reginald Peters at 424.com. I'm going to drop you the link to all the pay-per-views you could get for free. All the fights, all the movies. I'm going to drop you that link. Let me talk, Miss T. Miss T, let me talk.
Hell no. You ain't fucking up the bankroll. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. We ain't doing that on my show.
Can't one man sabotage a pay-per-view. He's not gonna be able to sabotage a pay-per-view with him giving out links. He ain't gonna be able to sabotage a pay-per-view that's a worldwide app.
Well, you know, we kind of talked to Cole, Reginald, when it happened before, but we don't never be that blatant. Cause I don't know how that works.
Email address.
I don't want. Just say if y'all want to get it, Reginald. He told y'all the email. Y'all kind of already heard what he's saying.
But you right, Miss T. This is your channel, so I ain't gonna say nothing else about it.
Hell no.
Yeah, don't. I don't
Ms.
know.
T.
Like ever since I got cut the fuck off.
Reginald must be from Texas. Gotta be from Texas.
What's up, Q?
Miss T.
What's up, Q?
You know, I gotta ask you a question.
Okay.
I know you're not running with this false narrative that somebody ducked David Avocado, now would you?
I'm saying that it has been put out that the people turned down his fights. There are some people like Keith Thurman and others in the 147 that turned down his fights.
Say, Miss T.
Yeah.
Now watch this. Now watch this. I'm finna destroy this narrative, right? Because I already done this once, and I'm gonna bless your channel and destroy it here, right?
Damn, he said he gonna bless your channel.
All right, right.
First and foremost, when you duck an opponent, that means your next fight, you went to fight somebody that was less dangerous, not as big of a threat as the person you ducking. Am I correct?
No, because ducking would be this Reginald. Did he ask Miss T or Reginald?
Miss T.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna say
go
no.
Sit in the corner, Reginald.
I'm gonna say no, Q, because it's subjective. Am I right? Ducking is subjective.
I mean, because you know where I'm finna go with this.
I know where you finna go with this, but I'm just saying. Is it subjective?
Because watch this here, Miss T.
Okay.
Ain't a prize fighter supposed to also seek out the biggest and baddest fights?
They should.
A prize fighter. Ain't that what they supposed to do?
They should.
Okay, so watch this. So if a fighter either fought somebody.
Is that what Errol Spence did when he fought Ugas?
Hold on,
is that what Errol Spence did when he fought?
Hold on. I can go to that one too. But hold on, let's stick to this. Because I got to destroy this narrative.
Go ahead and destroy it, Q. Go ahead and destroy
it. So a prize fighter, in order to duck, that means that you didn't seek a fight with a person that was either a bigger, better fight or a more serious a threat than the person that you're ducking. You fought a lesser opponent. That means you ducking, right?
No, I just said because you will always run into the wall of it's a subjective thing. It's left to the eye of the beholder.
Because watch this here. We go to the timeline. The timeline, right? It was June 2016.
Yeah.
All you got to do, if you really want to know, did Keith Thurman duck David Avocado? All you got to do is look and see who his next fight was. And who was his next opponent? It was Sean Porter. Who was his next opponent after that? Danny Garcia.
You talking about last year? You talking about?
No, I'm talking about when they ordered that mandatory for Thurman that y'all trying to say that Thurman ducked Avocado to go fight who? Sean Porter.
Dude,
after he fought Sean Porter, he fought who? Danny Garcia.
I know.
It's kind of hard for you to say that he ducked Avocado.
Hold on, Q. You talking about years ago. We are talking about in recent times since Avocado, as you call him, affectionately call him. That's a term of endearment.
He's a vegetable.
Listen, that's a term of endearment, y'all. So you call him that, but in recent times, what is said is that a lot of people turned down his fight, whatever the reason or whatever. You haven't heard me going on here saying duck. I think I said something today that he turned down some fights, but I didn't know about David Ebenezer. I knew a little about him. ATL even suggested that we all go watch his videos. I watch a little bit of ATL. He is a good opponent.
Yeah, I told you.
I didn't know much about it. He's gonna be a formidable opponent. But when you run into the brick wall, hold on, Q. You run into the brick wall every time when you can say
my question to you, Miss T, like I asked all the buddies, if he fought Sean Porter and he fought Danny Garcia next, which falls in the category of bigger and better fights, which fall in the category of more serious threats, right? Can we honestly say that Keith Thurman ducked David Avocado? Can we say that?
Yes, we can. If he turned down a fight.
This is good propaganda. This is good propaganda at its finest right now.
Yo, first of all, hold on.
At its finest, I'm with you, Q.
Hold on. Reginald, I don't know what happened to you, but come on back. I hope I ain't ruffle your feathers and all that. But sometimes I gotta check you,
Shawty.
But Q, it's up to standards. Your standards and my standards are not the same. Mike, do you want to get in on that?
This thing, so you're saying that David Allen
I want to
say something was a tough. Thurman turned him down because he was scared and then turned around and go.
I didn't say anything. I said that people been turning.
But that's what you would be insinuating if you trying to say that.
I said
Keith Thurman ducked David Avocado,
but he turned down his fight. What you want me to say? And I don't say no. I don't put no extra on it.
Why did he turn?
But why did he turn down that weak ass fight, Miss T, for a bigger fight, right?
Y'all gotta ask
him. For a bigger fight, right?
I don't know what bigger fight he gonna be.
Q, compared to David Avocado, you know which one is a bigger fight, Miss T.
We not talking about back then.
I want to talk about the
moving up that list, goddammit. You moving up that list.
Go ahead, Monica.
Q, you are a true Earl sexual, bro. I get it now.
Damn. Don't let him do you like that, Q.
I'm a proud
man. I'm a proud, sensitive individual. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Martin King. What you gonna add?
Me number one, goddamn it. But I'm gonna tell the truth, goddamn it.
You know how hard it is over me to overtalk these Texas motherfuckers. They too fucking.
Hey, he said he's screaming that shit.
Hey, y'all, hold on. Let Martin King get in there.
Go ahead, Ronald.
Yo, Q. I got a bone to pick with you because I look at it like this: Danny Garcia is no David Ebenezer. Like who has Danny Garcia beat at 147? That's any different than who Avocado has beat. Like let's keep it a buck, man. These guys are 140-pound fighters. Mikey Garcia is not a good one
already. He already got walked down by Lamar.
And Top Rank always have the best rankings. Like they fight a lot of different people worldwide, but then you have these people that's only in-house fighting and they get beat by Keith Thurman, a guy who's past his prime. I feel like they all are equal as far as like stature, as far as who's their careers at 147. Earl ain't been fighting
Keith
nobody.
Thurman and
And now Crawford
Avocado
is fighting
fight
another
right
sick person.
MKB, who's the favorite between Keith Thurman and Avocado right now?
Well, with the win streak, with the win streak right now, I would favor Avanesian because he got the 6 wins. Who the fucking Keith beat?
You going number one. God damn it,
He beat a 100. He beat a 140-pound boxer, bro. He beat a 100 boxer. They bring PBC bringing up 140-pound boxers to fight welterweights, bro.
Modern King,
I think they paying y'all to act like this, bro. I think PBC is paying y'all.
I bet you whatever fucking money I got that Keith Thurman.
I'm good. I got $80 coming. Once this 200,000 come. Once this 200,000 pay-per-views come, I got $80. So I'm happy. I ain't gonna owe y'all niggas. Why?
Man,
it's gonna be 200,000.
Do 200,000.
Man, you cannot tell me that you seriously think that David Allen
going up
would be favored to win.
Ooh, man. And in Omaha, that same
I got me a Christmas stocking. I got me a Christmas stocking full of money right now.
Keith Thurman is the third best 147 out there right now.
I got him as my number 3 too, Reginald. But I'm just saying, until he fights Spence, we don't know what he gonna happen. Cause your boy, let me bring his picture up in case
why he couldn't fight Crawford?
And some of y'all who don't know Keith Thurman,
why he can't fight
Earl
Crawford?
Spence. Huh? So Earl Spence.
Why Keith Thurman can't fight Crawford?
Oh, come on, Miss T.
Earl Spence, the nutcracker. The nut.
I don't know what he gonna do.
Hey, Miss T.
Can't fight Crawford.
Miss T.
Why Crawford can't fight Thurman?
Miss T.
What's up?
This some more propaganda I want to sign off. How many times has a point been deducted for Earl Spence for a foul for a low blow?
Never.
He has favor.
Never. Never.
It's not the right referee in there. If it's somebody like Steve Willis, he gonna call that shit.
Come on,
he gonna call that shit.
Listen, Big
Never.
Man, don't take my word for it.
Yep.
Why do people go make compilation videos? You can find that easy.
I asked you a specific question, Miss T. How many point deductions? How many times? I don't think it's one.
I said none.
They show him favor.
Look, Earl Spence got his nutcracker in his hand. Look, Miss T. Earl Spence got his nutcracker in his hand.
Why do they show him favor, Miss T?
Miss
T, why do they show him favor?
Because he's an all-time traditional Christmas favorite, the Nutcracker. Earl the Nutcracker Spence.
They you know why they show him favor? Because he always have his hand. He always have his head down when he doing it. When he doing it, he have his head down. So they assumed that it was by accident.
Now you gotta post the duck up there.
Earl Spence is the Cyclops maker.
You gotta post a duck up there now and put Crawford name on that bitch.
Right.
Nah, this
Earl
is
Spence
the only
is the
character
Cyclops maker.
on this page.
Man down be trying to take manhood. Man down be trying to take manhood and shit. That's what he be really trying to do with his head down.
How many points have been deducted?
Listen, I'm glad that Bud got a gang of kids, cause shit, Earl be trying to knock the sperm backwards out of niggas.
He ain't gonna never fight him, Miss T. He ain't got nothing to worry about.
He be killing fuck around with Earl Spence.
You know that. He worried about. He more concerned about his money. He keep pricing himself out.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
I guess he priced himself out.
ATL, you got in on that bet too, right? You got that ATL. You got in on that $20 too, right? I want that 20 from you too, ATL. You said you want to in on this. Okay.
Hey, don't go to running after Saturday, nigga.
Don't have me looking for y'all. Y'all pay y'all debts.
Don't go to running after Saturday. I'll pay my money.
Hey, when you gonna pay us, man?
All you gotta do is go to my page. All you gotta do is go to my page if it don't do 20,000. RonaldFinkley@gmail.com. It's right on my homepage on my screen. My email. You ain't gotta worry about finding me.
I don't even want to do that shit. I want to see you on the show Monday night. Pay me on Cash App on the show.
Right.
But what if I'm not around? I'm telling you how you get a hold of
me.
Pay me.
Then Miss T
you around. They'll find you somewhere.
You everywhere.
I'm out here everywhere.
You know what I'm saying?
We gotta go by the numbers that they say, because none of us gonna know no real numbers.
I'm on here.
I know if I'm not. I know if I'm not around. I'm gonna come look up for y'all pages. I'm gonna look for y'all pages. That's how I'm gonna
look for me.
Hey man, if It can't be from a BLK fucking
no, you can't say that. You can't say that. We don't.
It's gotta be from.
We don't put that. We don't put those requirements.
Hey, Q, can I ask you something quick?
Can't do that.
Hold up, can I ask you something? You do know it's two different apps, right? You do know it's two different apps, and they both total up, right? So if it total up to 200,000 on both apps together, that still might win. You do know that, right?
We are not worried about that, man.
We going by the official pay-per-view number.
They can have 5
because it's on demand and it's also on BLK Prime.
That means all pay-per-view
She gonna turn up the
You lost already. You lost already because it's on demand, and you know how easy it is to access on demand. Do you know how easy it is to access on demand?
Do you know how easy it is to just go to your stream? Do you know?
Well,
Q, everybody don't steal pay-per-views, Q. Everybody don't steal them. If you like a boxer, they're going to get it on demand, bro.
Do y'all know Top Rank gonna be fighting that same night on free ESPN?
So, but we gonna
be
looking at
preference,
and the fighters that are on that card on free.
I'm watching Jerry Anderson.
We gonna be looking at.
They might not even be on it at the same time, though. You act like they're gonna be on at the same time, prime time. Ain't nobody watching no undercard. Ain't nobody watching no undercard.
If he was fighting on Showtime and Bob Arum had his Top Rank card, who y'all gonna look at? Spence. Well, we gonna look at Bud.
Exactly. We gonna look at Bud.
But y'all not enough to get 200.
And how many American boxing fans are in the YouTube community? It's 400,000 in the YouTube.
This team.
It's 400,000 in the YouTube community.
Y'all gotta bring in the independents, and he's not doing that.
Hey, when that fight come on, I'm gonna go to
bring in the side.
Give me some nuggets and some Polynesian sauce.
Because listen, it's an international app. And let me say, America, the rest of America, we not concerned with Texas doing
MK.
Texas ain't the end all, the be all.
And
MK. Hey, he need a galactic app, Mr.
Say, man,
the whole universe.
I tell you what, I bet 40 on mine. I don't. Crawford ain't never done 200K and nothing. I put 40 on mine, man.
Look, if
I don't believe he's gonna do 200K. He ain't never done 200K. I put 40 on.
Okay, Q. So it's 2 apps, right? So yeah, me and you total. I got you $40. There you go.
The total pay-per-view buys. They gonna report it.
I'm writing it down.
Yep, and I'm gonna be happy when I get that $40
on mine. He not gonna do that. Man ain't never, I just thought about that. That man ain't never done 200K in his life. All the
$40 pay-per-view. $40 pay-per-view on demand, and BLK Pro.
Hey, not changing the subject.
Got a better card on that's gonna fight the same time, same night, and for free.
Don't tell me.
But you act like it's not just free. You think the UK not buying it?
I just want my money.
Hold on, I'm telling y'all, I'm counting all.
Y'all must think it's only gonna be us buying it. The world is buying the fight. What part of that don't y'all get?
That means I'm gonna tell y'all. You know another one you count.
What world?
Fight TV. You gotta fight. You gotta do.
It's
Fight
more than
TV.
just USA gonna buy the pay-per-view, bro. And the UK loves boxing. The UK loves boxing.
So yeah, I'm counting all pay-per-view. I'm counting them in its totality, just to let y'all know.
Exactly.
So we can.
I'm gonna be so rich.
Reggie,
I can't wait.
You had to say? You was trying
I
to get
can't
in
wait.
Yeah, I'm just not really changing the subject, but Tank Davis had a press conference today. Did y'all see it? What y'all think about his opponent?
I ain't see it today.
That was today. I
thought it was yesterday.
That was yesterday.
Yesterday.
Yeah,
okay.
I missed it.
Yeah, I want to know why he's shaking, y'all.
What's yesterday?
Up with that? Why does he shake?
Yeah, I saw it yesterday.
He's nervous now.
Yeah, I mean the guy he's fighting, beat her nephew.
Who?
He just started reading.
You so cold. I ain't gonna even laugh at what ATL said.
I'm dead ass serious.
I'm over here smiling like a motherfucker.
Hey, look, no. I'm gonna tell you why I say that, right? Let me tell you why I say that. If you think about it, from the beginning of his career when he first started doing interviews and stuff like that, he was really shy. He didn't really talk. And then as his, his shit progressed, he started talking a little better, you know what I'm saying? And Cause before he used to be like motherfucking Tyson, man. Come play with me, man. You know Tyson didn't know what the fuck to say back in the day.
You know what it is, ATL? Yeah, you know what it is, ATL? It's because like he have all those cameras in his face all the time. Ellie sucks back, be sucking them off all the time. People want his autograph. So now that he got that confidence that they talk more and shit. You know what I mean? That's what I get out of it. Thanks to starting to find himself. I'm glad he finding himself. Don't get me wrong.
But hey, listen, I wish I was here the other day. ATL was, I know, when we was looking at that interview between Bill Haney and Shakur Steven, want that shit to bomb burner,
that
ATL.
Shit was serious. That shit was serious, yeah.
Now guess what? Loma, they want to get him step aside or move him out the way because they're saying that Shakur and Devin is going to be made next.
Exactly. I want to see that shit too. Fuck a Loma.
Yeah, man.
You know what though? No. You know what though?
Loma ain't
Bob
earned
Burnham said that the fight is almost done. Though. Bob
number one, he
the fight is almost done. Though.
Go ahead, Q.
I say I would rather prefer to see the Shakur
propaganda, bro.
Yeah,
man, that nigga
Shakur fight too.
Hey,
did you see that interview though, Q, with him and Bill Haney? Did you see? Because I played it on here. Did you see that interview?
Don't deserve nothing. He flexing. He ain't even standing up for his country in the war and shit. Allegedly, you know what I'm saying? I don't respect nothing Loma doing. I want to see Shakur and Devin.
I'm with the Shakur and Devin, man.
You know, Destiny don't want that to go down. Destiny. It's going down.
So you think Usyk? So you think Usyk is basically going to sit up there and cover for his boy because they from the same country? I don't think Usyk would sit there and stand by him if he thought that Lomachenko was a deserter, bro. I don't think he's a deserter. We don't know what's going on over there, bro. I can't say he's a ducker, yo.
Hey, Usyk been on the front line since the beginning of the war. I know he don't respect Lomachenko. They try to put it in the public eye like he do, but he don't because he ain't on that front line. He ain't even out there.
Dan Tan, that's the only thing me and you gonna agree with right now.
Usyk is an old kind of man. Like he
Usyk out there on the front line. Usyk out there on the front line since day one. I've been watching him. He out there.
Q said, Q, you'd have been saying, if you saw
that back and forth with Haney and goddamn this next list, say Miss T, this next list I'm gonna do. This next list gonna be a motherfucker. I'm gonna do the best. I'm gonna do the best of 2022. I'm listening to all this propaganda right now.
Hey, Fish,
it might be a top 50. No.
You co-signing that, Fish?
Miss T, you put a prime time Deion Sanders today. You went from worst to first.
Man, it's gonna be a back next year. You and Dylan Big Fish because when y'all realize that Errol Spence against Crawford, y'all gonna be fucking feeling so bad.
Can't say I'm not telling the truth.
Man, I don't even care.
Wait, really.
Miss T, I'm saying you
Miss T, you know damn well Keith Thurman ain't done no David Avocado.
I said he turned down the fight. The people
but with all probability, you know in boxing, tell the truth, Miss T. You know he ain't ducked no David Avocado.
Who, Keith Thurman? I don't know that.
To fight Sean Porter. It's to fight Danny Garcia. Miss T, come on, Miss T.
Q, hold up. Hold tight. How often do y'all hear me say duck? Honestly,
never.
Hardly ever.
Never.
So I'm not as liberal with the word duck as other people are. I told you it's subjective.
Yeah.
What I would call duck is something.
But I'm asking you,
there's a lot of liberal duck motherfuckers.
I tell you when
avocado.
When I'm talking shit about Crawford ducking, if I talk shit about Crawford ducking, then that's when you would talk about Spence ducking. Yeah. That's the only time I ever heard it.
Thank you, ATL. Thank you.
But we know that Spence duck, but that's liberal when you say that Crawford duck, ATL.
Tomato cans.
I mean, MK, y'all say he ducked when it wasn't no probable chance for the fight to happen because the man stayed over there on top rank when he knew it wasn't no food for him to eat over there in top rank.
Let me just say this.
He knew it wasn't no food over there.
He was eating pretty good.
Hey, he just wanted some noodles, Reginald.
when y'all start turning rationalization,
He won't know. That nigga say he want the noodles. Oh my God.
when it comes to Bud Crawford, then y'all gonna see that come in return.
He ain't want no steak. He wanted noodles.
Off the logic when it comes to Bud.
Miss T, Miss T, Miss T. It ain't. You know what? Just remember this.
Right
just remember this stream right here.
Steak, he wanted noodles. I like that, man.
Miss T, just remember this stream right here. They're gonna be all eating. They're gonna be all eating their words. Watch. When Errol Spence go down and when it's 200,000 pay-per-view come in, trust me. Just remember this stream right here. Just remember this stream, Miss T. That's all you gotta do.
Well,
That's all
I
you gotta
heard
do.
your breakdown on IO on my Wright Brothers channel.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. LTV did get me off my noodle a little bit.
They had you.
I ain't never heard you go off like that before.
That was funny that day.
I ain't gonna lie, you almost became number one with that shit, boy.
But it was like you was monster them up.
Say, man, that nigga was juicy.
You know what it is, though, Q. You know what it is, though, Q. It's a whole bunch of real boxing heads over there, yo. There's a whole bunch of good boxing heads over there. So I kind of got a little.
Fuck with MKP though.
Hey,
that's right. That's how you get on that goddamn list, boy.
What's up, General Big Fish?
That's how you get on that goddamn list with that propaganda like that, go off like that. That's how you get. That's how you shoot high on the fucking chart.
Yeah.
MKV, I got them back for you.
I came in the chat late and I was like, "What the fuck y'all talking about and shit?"
They was taking too much punishment.
I'm impressed. I'm impressed. If nobody else is impressed, I'm impressed.
I really want to hear what you think.
Yo, I'm gonna get back in the chat.
Look.
That nigga say, you want him to push back?
Yo, I'm gonna get back in the chat, Miss T. Peace out, y'all.
I got you, MKB. I really want to hear what y'all think about this Haney, Shakur, and Devin interview, that back and forth. Did y'all see that? I'm telling y'all, it's interesting.
I would have much respect for both of them young men if they did that. I ain't gonna even lie to you.
So y'all didn't see that back and forth they had?
I heard about it.
Oh shit,
that shit was serious.
That shit was good as a motherfucker.
I just don't know if Bob gonna let it happen though. Because I think Bob pushed for Loma because they try to promote Loma to the fullest, man.
But you know, Loma is
Bob was the front too.
Bob got all three, but Loma is at the end of his career. You know how everybody want to say how people old? Loma is 35 or mid-30s.
Yeah, Loma done, bro.
Where he going after this? How much more he can soar? High.
It's over with, bro. Anybody who still believe in Loma is a goddamn fool.
You talking about your boys?
Straight up. Yeah. If you still believe in Loma, you a goddamn fool, bro.
You talking about your people, LDB? You talking about your people, ATL?
I don't fuck with Loma.
I said you just said anybody fuck with Loma is a damn fool. Your people do.
Who? Talking about Reginald?
Not talking about your group, your LDBC group.
Who's out with the LDBC?
I said that's you rock with them, right?
Yes, I rock with
a lot of them. Rock with Loma.
Yeah, Loma shot.
Well, that ain't got nothing to do with me. I don't rock with Loma. Loma got the goddamn Loma got the easy route.
Ooh.
Yeah,
you straight.
Because he dug Devin before. Obviously,
he ain't did nothing to impress me, but lose.
Mm-hmm. When he first came out the game, he was beating everybody.
He was
Loma
good.
Straight up, he a good fighter, but he's getting older too. I mean,
Tio made that nigga scared to throw his hands.
Yeah, exactly. Because what Tio showed us is that Loma might not can take hits that good. He
shout out to the LDBC. I ain't hating on y'all and that shit. I rock with the LDBC, but I'm not LDBC. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Miss T.
I'm in my own lane.
What's up, Q?
What you think about the replacement from Pedraza to Sandoval fighting Teofimo Lopez?
Man, Sander gonna beat T.O. ass, bro.
Man, that's gonna be a day. I think
anybody want to bet on that fight?
Actually, Q, I don't know how that's gonna turn out because I don't know that nigga at 140. I was gonna talk about
$20 bet on that fight.
Teofimo, listen, he going through an identity crisis right now because he keep talking about his programs. You know, he used to, you know, he thought he was an undisputed champion, and he, you know, I always been Team T.O., but now I'm starting to change on his ass because he seemed deranged a little bit. This shit he talking.
Miss T.
What's up?
I swear to God, I was fucking with T.O. You know what I'm saying? When he was the undisputed champion. But then I started seeing that nigga I started seeing him at every fights in the front row dancing and shit. Like shit was a game, and he just, you know what I'm saying? His ego just took over, and he just wasn't him no more. And that's why he got his ass beat. And he ain't coming back from that. He not coming back.
I'm saying, like, listen, it's like that. It's like what happened to AD with the Maidana. Exactly. Nobody thought Kambosos was gonna wax his ass. And I am one of them people that say, yeah, T.O. was hurt. But T.O. see himself as a champion and nothing else. And the correction, ATL, he was never undisputed. So, but he was. I
was talking about when he had the belts and he was fighting undisputed. Yeah.
But that's what he was calling himself, undisputed. But he wouldn't fight Dev. But I'm just saying.
He tricked me. My bad.
So yeah, he was never undisputed. He had everything else but that one belt that Dev had. And they would never match it up. But I was still rocking with T.O. I just knew he was going to beat Kambosos.
And he lied to Dev. Remember when he lied?
Like about what?
Remember when Dev stepped to him after he beat Lomachenko, he stepped to him, I think. And he said he was going to fight him, but he ducked him.
And see,
remember Devin Haney was at the fight.
Now, Devin Haney called out all of them, and a lot of them avoided him. But y'all never heard me really say, oh, they ducking. Because I can't give out the duck so easy. But then there's clear examples of ducking or whatever. I can't say that Devin haven't been asking. Then eventually I grew to say, man, y'all ducking Devin. Fuck that. But I ain't even no big Devin cheerleader neither. Because I think Shakur will wipe all their asses. That's just my point of view. And so, you know, until they mix it up, I don't know how it's gonna go. Yeah.
The only way he gonna do that is if he working.
I think Shakur watched Devin too.
What you say, Big Fish?
The only way he gonna do that is if he working at a nursing home by 20, 30 years from now, because he ain't beating Devin Haney.
Who you talking about, Shakur?
Yeah, you said he gonna wipe their asses.
Shakur gonna wax that ass.
Shakur got the best foot movement in boxing, hands down.
Yeah, listen, Big Fish. They are so close in their talent and skills, but it's a couple of more things that Shakur got that Devin don't, and that's all. That's the way they separate. Because neither one of them got power. Both of them are excellent boxers.
Exactly.
But Devin can't fight going backwards, not efficiently to me.
Nope.
Shakur can, and Devin don't set beautiful traps as well as Shakur. It's just a couple of things, Big Fish.
Like levels of competition. That's one. That's a separation.
T on point.
That's just a little bit, and they that close. They razor sharp or razor edge close in talent and skill. It's just those couple of things. But in the end, guess what? I'm gonna have to call it a 50-50 because when they get in, who wanted more that night?
And let me tell you another one of my assumptions, right, Ms. T? I done seen Devin rocked a couple of times in fights. I ain't never seen Shakur rocked, period.
Yeah, that's true.
He's still fighting mediocrity right now. So
I'm just saying, have you ever seen that? Answer that question.
Y'all gotta stop saying that, man.
Why?
Y'all got because it can't never be the case that they that good. They make.
I'm just saying, have you ever seen it? Answer that question.
He's being built right now, Miss T. He haven't stepped up.
Miss T, this is so out of control, Miss T. David Avocado is a tune-up, Miss T. He ain't nobody to duck. He ain't no attraction, Miss T. He's not an attraction at all, Miss T.
He on your ass tonight.
He's not a threat, Miss T. He's a tune-up. What Bud needed. He needed that tuna before he got in the freeze with the big fish. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Hey, Q, we wasn't talking about David. We was actually talking about Shakur Stevens and
my bro on autopilot, man.
I know, right? Q, that what you get for walking away from the mic and coming back. He just jumped in like, oh, by the way, Miss C,
fuck Terence Crawford, goddammit.
We talking about We talking about secure mediocrity, mediocre resume.
I know.
That's what we talking about right now.
You thought we were talking about. I hear you, King. I hear you. But yeah, that's what I say. Like, we gotta stop that talking about somebody's resume
What you
talk
think
about
your
how bad
resume,
they are.
Q?
Yeah, Q, what's your thoughts on Shakur and Devin Haney? Like, who get the better of who?
Oh no, that's a good one right there, Miss T. I'm gonna have to lean towards Shakur though.
No. Yeah, okay.
Yes.
That's what we were saying.
See,
but why?
We all on the same reason.
But why? Explain to us why.
Yeah, explain, Q. Why you gonna lean more to him?
I think Shakur got a little bit more dog up in him than Devin Haney do. Devin Haney, when he gets hurt, he's a clinch master.
Drop the jewels.
And I don't know if I feel like a good inside fighter, he won't be able to get away with too much of that. Then what he gonna do?
It's a couple of more skills that Shakur got that I don't see in Devin yet. And I ain't saying Devin can't get there, because a 30-year-old Devin might have all that shit buttoned down. But this 24-year-old Devin, or 23, whatever his age is, nah, he ain't got it buttoned down yet.
Nah, not for Shakur.
Not for Shakur. For a lot of other people, but not Shakur. So, damn, we all agree. CQ, we found some common ground. Me, you, and ATL.
For the first time ever. This history.
For the first time ever. Big Fish is on the island. We found some common ground. Me, you, and ATL.
You know what I'm saying? This how it's supposed to be, man. You know what I'm saying?
Big Fish is on the island. Big Fish, but I hear you, Big Fish. Devin Haney is that good. I know if Destiny was here, Big Fish, she'd be rocking with you, boy. Ain't nobody gonna beat Devin Haney.
Boy, Miss Destiny, a motherfucker,
Miss
boy.
T,
Yeah.
like I tell you all the time now, I support all my brothers, and I would love to see that fight. I love Devin Haney. I love Shakur Stevenson, but from just viewing and seeing what the fuck going on and having plenty of content, just like you said, it's just a little bit of things that Devin Haney lacked from Shakur Stevenson. Just a little bit, maybe one or two things.
Ooh, we got some back end money in the
I don't know what's going on back there.
We got some back end money. Look, you got quiet. He got.
Oh no, I'm right here, Miss T.
Oh, we got some back end money over there.
For real, I need 2%.
Yeah, no. ATL, you always got your back end money right there.
You know what I'm saying?
Miss ATL, what's poppin', Queen?
Not much. She's listening in.
You know what I'm saying?
Miss Queenie, what you got on the Devin Haney and Shakur Stevens? Which one of them you favor?
Don't do me like that.
Where you going, Shawty? She talking to you.
I can't even say like.
Which one you like better, Shakur Stevenson or Devin Haney?
I'm gonna have to go with Shakur Stevenson.
Look at that.
He's young, but he's ready. Not the quote.
Keep sweat.
That was a song. Hey, where was y'all at when that song came out? I was skipping school.
For real, hey, I was in middle school, junior high.
Yeah,
it wasn't even middle school, junior high.
I was in junior high too. I was skipping school the first day I heard that. Ready to learn. You're not a little girl. You're a woman. That nigga said, take my hand. Let me tell you, baby. Shit.
Hey, that was that shit.
I done got down on that song too.
You know what I'm saying? That's how you got your 2 kids.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, when I was talking earlier about this being Pearl Harbor Day, I'm gonna share with y'all this side note from boxing. Big Fish, why you drop out? Come on back. But my daughter would say, you know how y'all kids say shit funny when they little, but once they say it, people around will look at you like, what you teaching your kids? Exactly. So I'm in Oahu. That's one of the islands of Hawaii, right? And I told y'all can see the remnants of Pearl Harbor. They never.
You in Hawaii?
No, I was.
Oh, okay.
But they went back and they patched up. They never patched up the holes in the walls from the bullets. Man, there was some big ass bullets going through them buildings and the, you know, all the damage when Japan was bombing them and shit. They never cleaned that shit up to a certain extent, right? Unless they demolished the building. So we standing in line. My daughter, all of 6. And you know, when they ran 5 and 7, they real descriptive. You gotta really teach your kid to use her words or use a name. So we in Subway. At the time, she always ate ham and cheese sandwich with mayo. So I tell the lady my order, what I want. This was a young Filipino chick, about 17 years old. So she gets to my daughter and she
who's
said,
cooking nothing in the background.
Oh, I don't know. But so then we get
making noodles.
We get up in line and she said, young lady, what do you want to eat? My daughter said, I want ham and cheese, but I want mayo on mine because I'm not Japanese. Man, that little girl of 17, I swear, if she wanted to, it sound like, you know, with the inflection she was using. Like, look, little bitch, I ain't Japanese. But I was standing right there. I was like, all right, now. I said, I'm sorry. I apologize for my daughter because I'm like, Bree, where you get that shit from? But what it was in Oahu, they teach that Pearl Harbor probably more to those kids that go to school over there than they would over here in the mainland. It probably is a big time lesson that they go through. But when you teaching kids around 5 to 7, they have no concept of time or years.
Let's see who that on the panel with us.
That's Q.
That's Q.
Yeah.
Q, you know, noodles don't take but 3 minutes. Q.
Q busy. He got some back end over there. But yeah, so she said that, and I was like, damn, I looked so stupid because I was like, Bree, why would you say that? She said, because they bombed Pearl Harbor. To my daughter, that shit happened yesterday or the week before. Mm-hmm. I'm like, girl, do you know I wasn't even born when they did? I was like, I wrote a note to her teacher real quick. Lady, emphasize to these kids that shit happened a long ass time ago. For real. My daughter thinking that shit happened last week.
Yesterday and shit. That's some bullshit.
She ain't taking no shit off no Japanese folks. That's how she was acting. I was like, oh my God.
Man, see, that's when you got to bust up in the class. Like, what the fuck you teaching my daughter?
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Shit ain't happened no goddamn yesterday. That shit was goddamn 30, 40 years ago.
Embarrassing me. Like, we was at a party. This all happened that same year. It was her birthday. We was at a party. This little kid liked her, a Filipino kid. Every time she got in the pool, he got in the pool. She get out the pool, he got out the pool. She kept complaining to me. I said, Bree, he might just like you. So then he came over there where we was sitting, and I tried to get the little boy to go, but in a nice adult way. I said, young man, is there any reason you over here? He pointed to my daughter. He said, I want to be around her. And she got up so frustrated and said, look, stop following me, you stupid little egg roll. Oh, I said,
man, I'm laughing at this comment right here about monitoring kids. That's funny.
Yeah. What he said? No, I was like, let me go. Because I didn't tell her to say that shit.
Oh, she said, I ain't going down for you. Fuck that.
They won't number Filipinos at the pool, too. I was like, let me go. And then my daughter, she's marrying an Asian.
How'd it go?
That's her fiance, a complete Asian. And she had some jokes for Asian. She told me she couldn't play with these one kids in Japan because she don't speak karate. But she was 4 when she said that.
Q, you a Lomo fan?
Nah.
What somebody say, Q, in the which column?
I like Tank.
Yes, ESPN Undercard is official. Let me tell y'all, Tank card.
Man, I watched Hector Garcia today, man. That nigga trash, bro.
Now the one that beat Colbert.
Man, no, I watched his last fight. He got knocked down in the first round by Buddy. Then it went to a decision at the
Wait a
end.
minute, who are you talking about? Oh, he did have a fight.
Hector Garcia, the one who Javante fighting.
Oh, well, we seen him fight Colbert. That's the one, the last fight I seen him in.
Yeah, that nigga trash, bro.
After he beat him, he beat Gutierrez for the belt.
That nigga kid trash.
For the super belt.
So that's why Tank.
That's the fight he's talking about.
So that's why Tank want to fight him, because Tank tired of y'all motherfuckers saying he ain't no champion. He ain't no real champion.
I fuck with Tank, but Buddy who he fighting trash, bro. That nigga chin suspect. He's soft.
Monty say, yes, ESPN undercards is official, but I know everyone wants to see Crawford in America and abroad.
Hey, he keep his hands down. The dude, Javante fighting trash. He don't have his hands up. His defense is terrible. He gonna get knocked out first round.
I'm gonna tell y'all right now, that Tank card in January, PBC giving too much punishment. Q, they making it hard.
Hey, look, this how much confidence I got.
What you mean?
I bet a motherfucker first round knockout $20.
Because you know what Boo Boo realized, Miss T?
What's up?
Boo Boo realized that he signed over there to the zone. Yeah, they was overpaying him, but he never landed not one significant fight. And he was over there with the network that had Jaime Mugina, got Triple G, got Canelo.
They ain't want to fight him.
He couldn't, but this is the thing. He was over there on that side of the street and he couldn't get none of those fights. So guess what he's doing now? He's coming to Showtime trying to get that David Benavidez plant winner or potentially get the Charlo.
Hey, let me tell y'all a secret though, right?
But peep this, hold up, ATF, peep this. One, Paramount has already started, because I got Paramount Plus. Paramount has already shown commercials where you bundle Showtime and Paramount together. It's $11.99. So if anybody want that, they can go buy that shit now, number one. Number two, that tells me Showtime is going to be a relic of the past. Number two, Boo Boo didn't sign with PBC. And I believe, and don't quote me, I could be wrong, but I think Boo Boo started with PBC, tried to go to Rock Nation, wind up going to the zone, making a lot of money, and now he's like an independent contractor. You know who else Boo Boo is promised that he will fight on? BLK. He gonna come after Adrian Broner now. But what I'm saying, when I said the card, PBC making it hard, Q, I got this stance that
Boo Boo Andre gonna try to fight Adrian Broner, Miss T. Hey, tell me you did not just say that. Tell me you just not. Tell me you just not say that. Tell me you just did not say that.
Q, then I'm gonna tell you I didn't just say that. I said he's gonna be after Adrian Broner. Boo Boo is slated to fight on BLK after Adrian Broner fights on BLK. That's what I said.
Against who?
I don't know. The article came out. But what I will say is Boo Boo is an independent contractor right now.
Because he's fighting on
I don't know if anything.
Undercard.
Hold on. I don't know of anything that he signed to PBC. I just know he's about to do a fight. And when I say they making it hard, meaning this is another good card. PBC did one excellent top of the tier card this year, and that was Earl's card. That shit was fire, top to bottom. And
but Miss T, that was the same card that Bud Buddies and everybody in the Bud Protection Committee was hollering about. Boycott, protest, the whole 9 yards.
I see
they was hollering protest to fight.
But listen. When I start protesting the fight, Q, I can't be no more clear than what I said. Yeah. I'm protesting on PB. I see ATF. I'm protesting on the strength of PBC, not Errol Spence. Okay, I bought everybody's fight, and when Tim Smith came out in January this year and said that bullshit he said, I stopped buying PBC fights because I think they playing with my emotions as a fan. So I don't buy their fights. I didn't buy Deontay Wilder fight, and y'all know it's Wilder country over this bitch.
That's terrible, Miss T. You shouldn't have admitted that.
Unbelievable, Miss T.
You shouldn't have admitted that, Miss T.
Drop down the rankings in the pound for pound
Queen.
WFW West for
She
Wilder.
dropped down to the pound for pound queen with that statement.
Yeah, I didn't. I did not buy, and I told y'all. I said, "Ooh, this gonna be the real test," because Wilder fight coming up. I went to Wilder fight, his last fight in Vegas. This is Wilder country. He my favorite, and then next to him was Bud. I didn't buy Wilder's fight.
So why you don't think that the same thing's gonna happen to Bud this Saturday? Because if a quality fight gets protested on, then this fight you can't say a bunch of quality. We don't even know what the undercard is. I heard they so desperate, they mixing mixed martial arts in this shit. They reaching longer than the Street Fighter. You know what I'm saying? They trying to do whatever they can.
She gonna bring a lot of fans, whatever the reasons y'all want to call it, or however he doing it. But y'all like to say that he dumb or he don't make smart moves. If it checks off, hold on, ATL. If it checks off the bottom line, then y'all gotta stop with the madness. But I'm buying that fight. If he was PBC, and only if he's fighting Spence, then I'll start buying the PBC fight. But until they make that fight, I'm not buying another PBC fight. Period.
Miss T.
What's up, ATL?
I heard goddamn Ronald McDonald, the Burger King on undercard.
Oh
my god! Oh my god!
You hear this shit, Queen?
OMG.
Man, I swear to God, man, Bud better look phenomenal Saturday night, man. He cannot afford to have no sympathies of any kind because he needed this tune-up. You know what I'm saying? He needed the tune-up.
What they gonna say?
He needed the tune-up. You know, I don't know why.
Yes, what would they say? What would they say when everything is so opposite of what they're saying? What they gonna
Errol
say?
Spence don't need no tune-up, though. He say that for people that's not sure they say something.
What you say, Miss ATL?
I said that just killed me right there. OMG. I don't believe Bud gonna get like 200K. I'm still stuck at my 99 on pay-per-view. Like,
what y'all gonna say? Are you gonna be back after the fight?
He going up against too
yes,
much.
I am.
Would you
if he make over 99K in pay-per-views, like, yeah, I am gonna pay up, but I don't think he's gonna make over 99K.
Okay.
The way they are right now.
I think I'm gonna be rich that night. I hope.
Dang.
I'm gonna tell you something.
I'm gonna hit that lick like ATL hit the lick the last time.
Yep.
I'm gonna hit that motherfucking lick.
Miss T, can I ask you this question?
What's up, kid? Anything.
We're gonna say probability, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's say the probability of Bud flopping this Saturday is highly probable, right? Let's say he flops. My question to you is, when he sit back down at the negotiation table with Spence, if he stand firm on that 50-50 bull crap, can you admit that your boy is ducking?
Listen, okay.
If he come like that,
let me answer it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. First and foremost, if you have been listening to me, y'all all know I have been gave it up to Earl and said Earl was the A side then I'm happy with a 60-40 or whatever, A-side wise split. I never was keen in on the 50-50. Only thing about the 50-50 that I said was, if you giving everybody 50-50, why change it up with the best of the opponents? Because out of all of the opponents that he had, Bud is far better than every opponent that Earl has had. So
hell he ain't.
And let me finish, ATL. So why, if you gonna go with the 50-50 with everybody else, why wouldn't you go there with Bud? That's that part. That's as far as I go with that. Now,
and I tell you why, because he been placing himself in position for when this fight to happen. He wanted the leverage because he felt like it was going to be a big fight. So why would he give up the leverage that he built up to have?
But that was never my argument. I never try to argue any of y'all about that. Number two, if he come back with low numbers, it's going to fuel the fire that PBC want to do anyway. I also, it's not going to give Bud leverage. You're going to justify why they doing what the hell that they doing to him. But I also submit, Q, that regardless, if he come back with high ass numbers, they're going to treat him the same. It will not move the needle. The arguments that we had before this fight is going to be the same arguments we have after this fight. Is that fair enough?
Nope. Nope.
I'm tell you something. Ever since he been fighting Avocado, I've been hearing all kinds of propaganda from people ducking this man to he's a better fighter than Thurman, and oh my God, man! Like I say, man, I don't give Buddy no rounds, man. He's not gonna win no. I give him a 2% chance to win.
Damn.
You saying this guy gonna wipe Bud out, and I'm saying I don't know. Bud gonna wipe his ass out. But I don't know. Nope. And I've never felt that about anybody that got in the ring with Bud. I've never thought Bud was just gonna totally dominate all 12 rounds. Never have I ever.
If he do his setup.
It ain't. Come on, Shad.
If he just walked through him his setup.
What about Spence? If he walked through him as the setup?
Yep.
Okay, at least he consistent. But and
Bud be fighting these exhibitions, so this is another exhibition, Miss T. You know it.
No,
I don't know why you trying to make this shit sound competitive.
No,
this is an exhibition of tune up at this finest. That nigga said he didn't want to fight no other fight but the Spence fight. And what did he do? He let the world down. He couldn't be honest and tell the truth that he needed a tune-up before he got in the ring with the big fish.
Well, Facebook and chat, I don't know what Bud's supposed to do. If,
Avocado, man. He's a vegetable.
And PBC don't want the fight until next year, 2023. So we got to do something in 2022. So I don't know what they expecting. I don't know why they turned the logic off.
You tell me, goddamn.
Bud said he wanted to fight this year. Spence said he wanted to fight. They both said it. Only one turned out to be a liar. Only one turned out to be a liar. Because November 19th was the date that Spence said.
You need to buy Bud a jockstrap.
That has came and gone. December 10th hasn't come and gone. That's this weekend.
You need to buy Bud a jockstrap for Christmas.
I told you what type of jockstrap that Bud needs.
Because you on his neck.
One with spikes and needles and shit.
Damn,
so
not that. Damn,
when motherfucking Spence go nut digging.
Damn.
When this nigga right here that I'm pointing the finger at, this nigga right here in the blue and white, when he go nut digging.
Miss T, you going up the list, Miss T. I'm telling you going up the list. This is the type of shit that gets you moved up the list right here, Miss T.
Right
this
here.
is some good list.
Hey Q, when this nigga right here, Earl the Nut Digger Spence.
You're on the naughty list now.
Since he like going for nuts and shit, maybe some people need to wear spiky jock straps.
Hey man, whatever it takes to get the win. whatever it takes.
You know what I'm saying?
He ain't never got deducted a point for none of it, so you know it don't
that's
count.
Me, whatever goes.
I like what Q said. Q.
I mean, right around 2 o'clock, Miss T, he ain't never been deducted a point for it.
Well, I mean, he catch favors. That's why he like to fight in Texas.
Maybe he's the undercover.
You know, Texas don't never hold nobody accountable. You know that.
He's the undercover nutcracker.
Oh Lord!
He know how to throw it. He know how to throw it when the rest of
ATL. Texas don't never hold nobody accountable. Did I throw shade, ATL?
Low blow.
That was a low blow. That was. ATL, but that was better than Bill Haney joint, wasn't it?
It was.
Mine was a little bit more tasteful and a little bit more reserved. And you know.
And look, I got one.
I ain't gonna lie, Miss C. I wish they fight the best, but I ain't gonna lie, man. It's going up against a lot that night.
Missy, I got one for you.
Going up against a lot that night.
If you go to Texas, don't check in because you might not check out.
Look here. Oh shit. See, me and ATL, we walking the line. We walk the line. Yeah.
Walking the green mile, boss.
We walking that line, ATL. Yeah, but that night I was like, ooh, was that shade? ATL was like, nah, I don't see it. Then he said, oh, Miss T, I see why you said it. And my girl Destiny, of all people, she was rocking with us the whole time. Then she cleaned it up at the end. I was like, Destiny, you can't clean that one up. That was a low blow if I ain't never seen one.
That was a nutcracker.
That was.
Destiny Black to the two buddy, boy.
As Miss T said, that's me, a nutcracker.
Hey, look, even the Spence fan over here could tell you that blow the bill through, that was low. That was low like a motherfucker.
What you say on live? That ain't high, that's low.
That's highly low. I was like, all right, but I'm gonna leave it alone because I don't
want
no fire over here. What's up?
You remember that on live? He said, that ain't high, that's low. You know how they bring that in here in their ass.
Oh yeah, he said. Go ahead. He said, go ahead, ass
sniffer. That ain't high, that's low.
That's low. But yeah, but Q, I'm with you. I don't know anything until it happened, Q. If that day
this weekend we gonna see.
If that day come and pass and the fight don't go down, then the people who said it won't go down were right. They already wrong to me about the money. Two, y'all cannot. To me, I can't throw out the word duck to bud because 2022 is now, and 2023 is next year. And King Spence and them wanted.
Hey, look, I don't want to see nobody missing on that day. Okay,
nigga, damn. Miss ATL, he got your stash.
I don't want to see nobody missing on that day.
Nah, that's his. I got my own.
You got your stash?
Yeah.
Miss ATL, your money is your money and his money is your money.
Exactly.
He agreed to it.
That's old school, yeah.
That's why I say he got your stash.
My money, his money is my money, yep.
Exactamundo.
I don't want to see nobody missing on that day.
Look, I ain't gonna be missing. Q gonna be.
You know, I ain't talking about you. I'm talking about the outsiders.
And even, you know what, my boy Q, an honest broker. Even if he forget that day, all I gotta do is say, "Hey Q, where you at?" He'll make his way over here. He'll be like, let me get this. Let me get these people their money.
Exactly.
I know Q good for it.
Oh yeah, you know, me and this is Rob, man. You know, we done made bets. We betted twice. I want to say I beat him on the Joshua Usyk. I let him pick his poison, and when Danny Garcia schooled Jose, right? I knew he was going to take Jose because he wanted to defend the argument of the better resume, and you know, levels was on display and was shown, right? I never seen Danny Garcia look so swift.
Yeah, he did. I was beginning to, be like, drop the name Swift, nigga, because you ain't been Swift since 140.
Oh, dang.
But I mean, not that I don't like him, but I mean, he ain't been Swift. But I would tell you this: he made Keith Thurman sit his ass down because I don't care what nobody say. It was that punishment that Danny Garcia was giving Keith that made him go on to sit his ass in the grass. You know, for a time or two. But now with Jose, you gonna have to start doing some plyometrics, nigga. Get with Tony Horton, and do some damn plyometrics. Get that leg from being gun shy and shit. Because if he, I mean, I think he can do some damage if he just he has it's a hesitation with him because of that fucking leg.
Yeah, he don't throw his hands, man. He don't let his hands go like, you know, he should. And he just take that punishment. He be taking too much. I'm talking about Danny Garcia was fleet-footed. I'm talking about it was like the man was sparring in the gym, practicing shit on this nigga Jose Benavidez, man.
Just moving around, just tagging his ass. Damn, Big Fish, we don't know what's wrong with your communication. Big Fish over there with LB Communication.
Ain't that Rick James in the picture?
But yeah, Jose Benavidez, I be talking to them like they hear me. I know damn well they ain't listening. Nigga, do some plyometrics. Get with Tony Horton from Beachbody and get with the plyometrics. Watch how your game increase. You know, work that leg right on out. And then you be like, damn, I should have did this before I fought Crawford. You know the rumor be out there that he pieced up your boy Errol Spence. I don't know how true that is, y'all, but that's the rumor.
That shit false.
That shit false. They say Earl beat the fuck out of him in sparring, man.
Beat that man down.
They beat the fuck out of him in sparring.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't put no credibility. I just heard that. That's why I led with they said, and I said it was rumors. Miss T can be fair and partial. Miss T can be an honest broker, y'all.
Be sure.
Yes, sir. But listen, y'all.
But that's not like that was hard to come out. You heard that?
What?
You like, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, girl, man.
Yes, sir. Now I'm gonna do it like Queen Latifah and bring it down the house. Yes,
she
sir.
said, "Call me when you get off work." Okay.
She was like, yes, sir. Anyway, now, hey y'all, I'm gonna get up out of here because I got some TV shows to go watch. Let me tell you, let me tell y'all. We know Sylvester Stallone. This thing puzzles me to this day. He in the Hall of Fame, so I can bring him up because he is. They claim that this nigga got for $1 billion when it comes to that Rocky franchise. Do y'all know this nigga was 40? He was 40 years old when he did that first movie, Rocky, right? And he got a new TV show on Paramount Plus, I believe, called
Tulsa King. Yeah.
Man, that shit is bad as hell. You been watching it, Q?
Nah, but I've been thinking about checking it out.
Nigga, I just binge watch all 4 episodes, got mad, because that's all that's out right now for it.
Damn.
Because it just started in November. That shit bad as hell. I ain't gonna lie, Sylvester Stallone.
But Miss T, but you know what, Miss T?
What's up?
But if you try to tell me that Sean Porter, Mikey Garcia, Danny Garcia, Errol Spence not gonna be in the Hall of Fame, but Sylvester Stallone is in the Hall of Fame?
Hey, I don't know why. I don't know, but listen, Sylvester.
The bar's been set low.
Listen, Sylvester Stallone didn't get into the Hall of Fame 5 years after Rocky. That nigga recently, not too long ago, got in the Hall of Fame.
But he shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame, period.
I agree. He should.
And he ain't had no defense, no footwork, no head movement, nothing.
In the movies, Big Fish, that nigga was the truth.
All he had was Adrian.
Hey, Miss T, if you go back and watch them Rocky movies, I was so sad and disappointed in myself for loving those movies. I'm like, those are the fakest fight scenes you could ever want to see in boxing.
That is old movies now. We can see that shit. We can see the punch a mile away. Just like going to watch Moby Dick.
The double knockout. Remember that? The double knockout.
Hey boy. Hey, boy.
You gotta do it, Rocky.
Hey, fool.
You,
Hey, you want a
need
real
to
man?
Do it.
Hey,
What
Adrian,
did I
you want
show
a real
ya?
man?
Exactly. That shit, hey, Big Fish. I ain't got enough fingers and toes to cover how many times I watched that shit.
Man, it was my movies, boy.
Rocky,
One
what are you
through
gonna
4. After 4, it don't count to me.
Yeah, I agree. But I was really gonna say 1 through 3, but 4 was when he went to Russia, right?
Yeah, Ivan Drago.
Yeah, I like
that was
Hey,
a good one too, man.
You remember what he said?
Nice,
He said,
nice.
"What are you doing? This guy's beating your ass."
Man, I watched the first Rocky so many times. I watched the second Rocky a couple of times, but Rocky 3, nigga, shit, I burned the tape down.
Which one was Rocky 3? Who was he fighting in Rocky 3?
It's okay.
Bubba Lang. Okay,
I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing.
That shit was the best Rocky out of all of them, though. The one with
He was hitting that nigga with that overhand right, Mr. T, and he was like,
oh, that shit. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that shit, the way he was hitting him. Nigga, I was about to have anxiety
I'm saying,
and all that shit.
Hey, you remember how Mr. T was hitting his ass?
But that's what I'm trying to figure out. If Sylvester Stallone is in the Hall of Fame, then you got to believe that there's no way that Mikey Garcia not getting in. No way Errol Spence not getting in. No way Danny Garcia getting in.
But Q, I'm never saying that
Sean Porter getting in.
Listen, I'm never saying that they not. I'm saying I'm not convinced that it would be first ballot. I can't tell you why Rocky's in. If I was on the board,
Ain't nobody explaining that shit.
I wouldn't have voted for it.
Man,
that's why I'm telling you.
They got Rocky in the Hall of Fame.
I understand why he in there.
I mean, he affected boxing.
That's just.
I don't understand the shit. I'm sorry.
His influence on boxing is big.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. That. He never was a boxer.
I know.
It's not Sylvester Stallone that's in there. It's the character Rocky that's in there.
Fuck the character. He wasn't risking his life every round.
You got to understand what they. That's a political move that brings attention and all that other stuff.
He wasn't fighting for real, risking his life every round.
Yeah, I get that, bro. But that's just like a bigger than life figure.
That's just like you could put Kimbo Slice in the Hall of Fame,
right?
Right?
Yeah, I mean, there's a fictional character up in there. Kimbo.
I'm just saying.
Kimbo Slice don't have no impact on the fighting game like Rocky.
Why? He started the backyard.
I'm talking about that's about popularity. Rocky is world famous. Everybody them trunks. You just put if you show them trunks, people just go say Rocky. You ain't got to show his face, nothing. You just show them trunks. That's Rocky Balboa. You can't do that.
All you got to do is imitate his voice.
You show a ducktail with some braids on it, they ain't gonna know what the fuck that is.
You stupid. You imitate Sylvester Stallone's voice, and boom.
Adrian.
Yeah. Saying
hold on, let me do my lip. Adrian.
And see, people just want to automatically associate. Now, I'm gonna tell you, if Miss T was sitting the board, I wouldn't have gave it to him because he's not a boxer. I ain't mad at them for putting him in. I wouldn't be mad at them for putting them other guys you named in.
That's what I was gonna say. Would you be mad if they put Mr. T in the Hall of Fame?
Miss T, I got one for you.
I be having a problem.
Miss T, that's like the Pentagon hanging the picture of John Rambo up in the Pentagon office. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
Ain't disrespect, right?
Yeah.
Hey,
Mills Lane. You know what I talked about him tonight?
That Mills Lane, damn.
But you know why I brought him up? Because he was an ex-Marine. That makes him my shipmate. But go ahead, David.
Hey, I knew I got a big bro, man. He like an uncle to me. I used to work with this dude, man. And he was real big time in the military or whatever. And I asked him about John Rambo. He was like, man, that shit can't happen. He's been shot the first 2 minutes of the movie. He's been dead.
When I used to work in DC, I told you how to work with every agency, right? The government agencies, but I used to work with the SEALs. And when you walk up on them, it's never what you think. It's never what you think. And like, it ain't a secret to tell you the average look of a seal, but I'm not going to say it. But it ain't what you would ever think. But when I tell you they can kill your ass quick, them goddamn seals ain't no joke. I done met a whole bunch of them in my Navy career. It's just shocking when you run across them. You be like, what? They ain't what you think. But Rambo is not it. Like Big Fish said, I ain't never met one that looked like him. Well, just his stature and everything. But Sylvester Stallone did a good job. And, he was very entertaining. And like you said, Big Fish, he worldwide. He's a big influence. I wouldn't have put him there. And Q, to your question of Danny and all them, guess what? I wouldn't be mad if they get in. What I'm not convinced is that they will go in first ballot. That's the part I was talking about. Eventually, they'll all get in there. When though? I ain't even with a whole lot of people being in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. There's some people that be in groups that make it to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, but then it might be one person out the group that I be like, that really deserved it, not the whole group.
But Miss T, I know you going in the Hall of Fame when you retire. the Bud Buddy Hall of Fame, boy. You proved your worth tonight, boy.
You was going hard, Miss T. I'm talking about your ranking. I'm telling you climbing up the charts, boy. I'm so proud of you.
I'm happy too. Y'all make sure y'all recognize. But I would tell you,
it's gonna be a hard one to begin because you won't admit that Keith Thurman didn't duck avocado when the evidence showed there's no way he could have ducked avocado.
But I'm telling you that people, they have said, and it's out there that people have turned down fights with this man.
Yeah, for better fights.
They even say Boots.
For better, tougher fights. That's the point.
No.
He's a waste of time. Like December 10th, he's a waste of time.
Okay, let me ask y'all this.
Like Terence Crawford getting this check, like I say, congratulations. But this does nothing for boxing. Only Terence Crawford's pockets. But it does nothing for boxing as a whole or the fans. No, we do not want to
let boxing down, man. They didn't let the boxing world down.
The undercard is the best part about this that night is the broadcast team. That's the best part.
Hey, look, Big Fish, what about Blair the Flair? You know how he was always calling out Boots sentence. Is Boots ducking?
Is Boots ducking who?
Blair the Flair.
Blair the Flair, waste of time. No, he's not
wasting time.
He's not ducking? Has Boots going on to fight anybody of significance?
That's like me asking to fight Boots. Just because I asked to fight Boots, Miss T, don't mean he got to fight me. It's got to be realistic. It's got to be realistic, T. Miss T has got to be worth a fighter's while. It's got to make sense.
Is realistic.
That David Avenesian.
Y'all don't want to give him credit, Big Fish.
David Avenesian fighting Keith Thurman in 2016 would have been an absolute waste of time for Keith Thurman.
But see,
y'all would have been saying Keith Thurman is ducking. Sean Porter, he ducking. Danny Garcia, he ducking.
Somebody is in your weight class and they hounding you and they jumping in your face like Blair the Fair has done numerous occasions on Boots. Now, I don't call Blair a duck and I don't call Boots a duck. I told you I don't get the word duck out that easy. But based on what a lot of people call ducks, Boots is ducking. Just based on their terminology.
I get thrown in a boat in a group of people all the time, but I'm going off of I want to know what Miss T thinks and everybody else on this panel. I'm not interested in what everybody else think, Miss T. We know that and whether you agree with it or not, I know you know that if Blair the Flair is calling out Jerron Ennis and Jerron Ennis turned that down, we know you can call it a duck, but it ain't ducking him because he afraid to fight him. He ducking him because it's a waste of time. It's a waste. He's not gonna make.
At the end of the day, Look at his last fight, Big Fish. That was a.
It does nothing for his career. What's it gonna do for his career?
Well, then fight somebody who's anxious. I mean, people can say that, but I get what you're saying, Big Fish. I'm on that same page too.
Yeah, that's like everybody, like you say, everything. Most of the things we talk about in boxing is subjective. So this is just my opinion. But in my opinion, what a duck means to me, like you saying to everybody, it means something different to everybody. A duck means that you're afraid to fight the person, and then that, like you say, the next person you choose instead of that person is a lesser, like obvious lesser opponent than what you was so-called ducking. So that's what I call a duck. So Errol Spence, instead of fighting Terence Crawford, like y'all say, he choose to fight Mikey Garcia. That would be a lesser opponent, skill-wise or whatever, and all of that. So you could say that's a duck or whatever you want to call it.
All the opponents that Errol Spence has fought is a lesser opponent than Bud Crawford. But it took me a long time to say duck shit with Earl. A long time. I just wouldn't readily say it. But I'm on board with that right now, just so y'all know. I'm gonna keep it 100 on Front Street.
But what about the opponents that Bud done fought? Would they be 10 times less than Earl?
They are less than Earl. The two top 147 pounders in my eyes, Errol Spence and Terence Crawford.
From where?
Period. Don't pass go. They are the best two. Everybody else is substandard. That's my opinion.
But you know Earl done fought the better opposition since he's been a champion at 147. Yes, you do.
Yes, you do.
Yes, you do, Miss T.
That's what y'all say.
You know that, Miss T. You just don't want to admit it.
Y'all say.
I've been
told. Hold it against you, Miss T.
I never heard you say you don't know. I ain't never heard this before.
I've been told.
You know, Miss T.
Y'all don't get Big Fish. You didn't hear it before because I don't get into the argument. I don't talk about people's resume and all that. They fought two people that's in common. What I mean, we could go down the list. Y'all can say, "Oh, look at these opponents." What have Danny Garcia did at 147? Nothing. Everybody is a leftover. Keith Thurman leftovers. Errol Spence barely fought somebody undefeated. I mean, come on. Then
That's
y'all
what we
only
say about Terence Crawford.
But then y'all only want to use 147 when you talk about Terence. I look at the totality of their career. That's all. And
I do too. I count Terence Crawford's fighters that he's fought at 140 and 135. That is my opinion holds firm. I'm not impressed with any division. It's only he got Gamboa. Gamboa was a tough challenge for him, and it's hard pressed for me to think anybody else.
Preach.
But in the end of the day, we all got opinions until they meet up. That's why this fight is juicy. Because we will all see things with different perspectives and through different lenses. Until they meet up, we're going to see what we see. You know what I'm saying?
But you know what, Miss T? But Bud say he's his own boss now, so I'm glad he stuck his foot in his mouth, because even though technically to be your own boss, you got to pay yourself, right? We know he ain't doing that, so technically he'll never be his own boss. But nevertheless, he feels like he's his own boss. That means your next fight, since you get this vegetable out the way, you get your tune-up out the way. The tune-up that you so desperately needed, but you stalled negotiations. Had your fans believing this was out of the blue shit, and all the while you admitted since early May, beginning June, nigga, you were snaking the nigga. You were snaking him. You were blindsiding the whole 9 yards, right? Got this fight because you needed this tune-up. After you get this tune-up over with, you say you're a boss. If you don't fight Errol Spence, or you don't fight one of those killers, I wonder will y'all admit it then that y'all boy was afraid to fight Errol Spence.
Listen, you will have no problems out of me admitting anything. I don't cake.
If it go down like that,
it don't care if it go down like that. But I gotta cover with you with two things. Okay, you cannot get mad at Terence Crawford if Errol and his team said next year something y'all have never been able to effectively explain. And I could keep saying it till I'm blue in the
bullshit.
face.
What's that?
Hold on.
What you say, Miss T?
Bullshit.
I have never been able to explain Errol Spence and his team saying next year, which is not this year. And I can say it till I'm blue in the face.
Ooh, please let me do this one.
Hold on.
Get blue in the face.
Hold on. And as far as him being his own boss, Q, you know what I call him? An independent contractor. Call it his own boss, call it whatever. Basically, he's not answering but holding to no promoter to do the step and Fletcher or to cut a jig for what that person wants. He's speaking for himself, but I call him an independent contractor. So what you gonna say to the 2023 Big Fish? You got the floor.
Okay, thank you, Miss T. Okay, so when that offer sheet came back to Bud and it said this fight not taking place till 2023, do you think that do you, and I know this is a speculation, so I'm asking you to speculate at this moment. I know neither one of us know, but do you think that they just said 2023, or they put a date on it, or a month, or did they say the first quarter, second quarter, third, fourth quarter? Do you think they were specific in when the fight was taking place?
Okay, I can answer that. So I'm gonna throw one in for good measure. When they talked about, when they was probably sending, and I don't know this, I'm speculating, when they was sending the term sheet back and forth, and maybe even if they sent the contract or whatever, nothing, they didn't have no specific date while they was telling the world November 19th. I believe. That's just a belief of mine. I could be wrong or right, but that's just my belief. When that term sheet, as you was talking about, Big Fish, came back, I heard Floyd Mayweather said next quarter towards the end of spring. That's what I heard. And I heard Errol Spence say in that leaked conversation sometime in January 2023. And according to Terence Crawford, the sheet that they sent back last had 2023, which finally leads me to say, and I don't call it a duck from Earl. I just said the PBC and Team Errol Spence, all of them in unison with this, they don't want it till next year. Now, if you
January was a long wait, Miss T.
It's not a long wait, Q. But he said January, sometime toward the end of January or something. He don't give a specific date. But nobody is gonna make me feel bad, because I know in boxing, people can have fights every month. Is it practical, especially at their age? No. But once somebody do a fight every month, then you really can't say nothing about it. We could talk about a current fighter who has done that. Ryan Garcia, in the beginning of his career, he was fighting damn near every month. Floyd Mayweather, the first 2.5 years in boxing, damn near every month, twice a month at times. So it can be done. But the point is, they said next year.
Okay, Miss T.
It's a whole nother year.
Miss T. So you being at the negotiating table, wouldn't you have said when in 2023 is this fight going to take place?
But this is where you are running to that brick wall for me. Both Earl and Terence made it abundantly clear before all that, or during all that, they're fighting this year. Did they not?
No, they didn't.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did. And ATL, I don't know why you want to lie. Big
Miss
Fish,
T, I tell you this shit all the time, Z.
And Q know that that's true.
No.
If you want to say what you want to say, I can't say nothing. I can't tell.
Well, we know Bud was negotiating in bad faith because he was doing the under the cut deal with BLK Prime.
Thank you.
So we know.
Thank you.
So we know he wasn't fully committed in the fight.
So you're not gonna say so PBC won't doing that neither? You're not mad at them?
Miss T.
When they trying to get a Canelo fight? Oh, okay.
Where Bud
ain't got to fight.
Bud and you and the other people that's looking out for his best interest and defending him are trying to make this seem like this fight wasn't going to happen until the middle of 2023 or the end of 2023. That's how y'all keep trying to say
I never say the end.
Yeah, that's how it's been. That's how
say first quarter.
Terence Crawford is leaving off a key piece of information. He never said, Alden said this fight wasn't gonna happen until early 2023, middle or the end. He's being vague, Miss T. And when a person is being vague, they're almost, you could call that a lie. He's making this thing. He doesn't want to be held accountable.
He said that he got back Big Fish. Y'all done seen y'all talk about this on E-Thriller and the Mac Mob show several times, and it seemed like y'all always understanding. He said that the sheets, the term sheets or whatever sheets he got back, the last sheets that came through had the date of or year of 2023. Now, what the hell are you supposed to do with that? If that was me, if that was you, what am I going to do in 2022? If I'm living in the year in which we live in, which is 2022, how am I fucking up 2023 by doing anything in 2022?
Because what's next month, Miss T?
You know how he messed it up when he did that Instagram video? That's how I messed it up. If he really wanted that fight, Miss T, he would have took the fight with David Avenesian. He would have told them, hey, when are we going to have this fight in 2023? Okay, we're going to have it then. I'm about to fight David Avenesian as my tune-up fight, and then we go get it on. But that's not what he did. That's not what he did. He threw gasoline. He threw gasoline on the fire, Miss T. He tried to clear his name because he went and snuck and did a backroom deal. And the press that he got, the backlash that he got, he didn't like, and he went to try to clear his name and did a bad job of it. And he was really vague on the details about that.
He let the boxing world down, Miss T. He let the whole boxing world down.
Big Fish, he doesn't.
He said he been wanting this fight all this time, and now you had the opportunity. And what did you do?
PBC.
PBC. He let the whole boxing world down.
PBC said next year, so that shouldn't affect nothing this year.
No, Terence
I don't see how y'all don't understand that.
Fighting Polynesian.
But see, ATL, I don't know why you want to throw that lie in.
Fighting David Avocado.
And everybody said that.
Bro.
And then y'all can't give it. Y'all
find him in the produce section.
And something that he did,
like yogurt.
Have a plan B. You want me to be mad at that, but we're not gonna be mad at Spence for having plan Bs? Because
he ain't fighting nobody.
They was trying to though.
He still ain't fighting nobody.
It just didn't work out because Canelo ain't paying.
Crawford already had a deal before
Canelo
that
did not pay attention to Crawford. I mean to Spence, but it don't stop PBC.
You don't even know.
Trying to make the fight with Canelo. So
it don't matter.
It don't matter what.
I don't even want to see their ass fight now.
It don't even matter what y'all say.
I don't want to see him fight no more.
By himself. They were trying to get him to fight either Spence or Charlo.
I don't want to see him fight no more.
And David Benavidez. And he chose all those.
I don't want to see him.
All of them was killers. And he didn't want no parts of that shit.
147. I don't want to see it no more.
Effectively explain the difference between 2 years
154
in a logical and rational manner. I don't see it the way y'all see it.
I don't want to see it no more.
Errol Spence and team wanted to fight next year. Terence Crawford is only obliging y'all. Y'all shouldn't care what he do this year.
Man, I don't care. I don't.
And that's cool, ATL. Don't buy the fight.
I don't want to. I don't want to see. I don't want to see
his words.
I don't want to see.
All three.
Look,
the contradiction.
I don't want to admit Crawford no more.
We are not counting on your views.
So if it ain't at 154, I don't want to see it.
The contradiction that y'all will never admit, because when he gave the last interview, he said he did not want to fight no other fight. He said he wanted to go straight in the Errol Spence fight. That's what he said. He didn't say nothing about needing the tune-up.
Polynesian.
Hey,
he didn't say nothing about stopping at the produce section.
Today, Q, he didn't say nothing about a tune-up. You said. So don't put the words don't put that jacket on Terrence. You and your
That's what it is, Miss T.
But what is he doing, though?
That's what he's doing
That's
right
what
now.
That's what he doing.
He's not going straight into the fist
That's what he
fight.
doing.
what y'all are saying.
That's a tuna.
That's what y'all are saying. Your boy is the one that came out with the tune-ups. What he said?
I do tune-ups every day.
For people that ain't for sure themselves, and then winning for Danny Garcia a tune-up.
Polynesian.
So your
Miss
boy
T.
don't. Your boy said, "I'm fighting on the 19th of November with or with."
Hey, my boy came out of accident drunk and fought a real name.
And
My boy
this
came
ain't
out of a
nowhere
whole
to be
accident
found.
and fought a
Never
real
even-
name.
He never even
For a
That's right.
tune-up.
That's right.
Never
Look.
even fought
A real
like
name
he
for a
said he was
tune-up.
gonna do. Terence Crawford
After
said
wrecking,
December
being
10th.
drunk, whatever
When
y'all
they
said
say
about him
when he
being
come
drunk
back
and
Monday,
DUI,
and
he came
then
back
if
from that
Terrence
shit and
ain't
fought a
fought,
name. He fought a champion.
Then I agree. Then I call Terrence a liar too. But Terrence ain't never lied about nothing he said he gonna do.
And battered him.
He doing
Man.
everything he said he gonna do.
Miss T,
I don't care
everybody
about
battered
got
you.
come on, Miss T.
Miss
I
T,
don't
you
care
was
about
shooting
no
up the
drunk
torch, Miss T.
flipping
Miss
And
T.
battered
Crawford
you.
never
I
lied.
don't
Miss
care about
T,
no
stop
drunk
it.
He
coming
ain't never
back from
lied,
the
Miss
contract.
T.
That's a lie. That's a lie.
Tell
Batter
me you
you.
just did
He
not
never-
say that.
And
He
Terrence
never
Crawford
contradicted
don't
his
want to
word.
Tell
get
me you
better.
just did not say
What
that,
you
Miss
want me
T.
to call it? I think getting shot behind the head.
Terrence
in the
Crawford
back
don't
of
want
the
to get
head
better.
is worse than
Man,
getting flipped out of
Bud
a
done
car.
told lies. What are you talking about, Miss T?
I'm talking about them both saying we're gonna fight this year, regardless of the other
Miss
one.
Miss T, can I say something, please?
What's up? What's up?
I'm
Big
so tired of y'all talking about this
Fish?
dude got shot in the head like it was a shotgun 4 inches away from his face, and he took a direct hit in the face. Like, come
Who got
on.
shot in the head?
He got shot in the back of his head. Terrence Crawford did.
Did it
And
graze
went on-
his head, or did they have
And
to
then,
pull the
no,
bullet out his head?
He got shot in the back of his head, and look, went on to have this illustrious career.
Where the hole at?
Hold on, Big Fish. ATL's the one that just brought up the car flipping of a drunk. I don't care about that.
Hey, look, I got shot in the head too.
They
So
both, but see, they both came back from arduous things
that's what I'm saying.
that would have took any other person out. I got
a bullet still in my head.
But if somebody gonna diminish Terrence or make comparisons, then I have to bring it up. I have to mention that. And
I ain't know nothing about that.
Oh, I thought you knew.
Nah.
We seen the car wreck and how bad that was. I haven't seen the.
No, I ain't.
the-
She
the-
ain't talking
the-
about.
When he came back
said-
from that,
he
Miss
said
T, you
Crawford
know
got
who he
shot
should
in
have
the head.
fought when he
I
first
never
came
knew that.
back after having that type of accident? He should have fought a David Avocado.
Well, look, I don't know.
He
Look,
should have
look.
fought a David. He should have never
Either
fought a
one.
Danny Garcia.
Listen,
He should have fought a
Errol
David Avocado.
Errol Spence put his foot in his mouth. Ain't nobody tell him nothing to say nothing about what fighting tune-ups was for. He made tune-ups a bad name. I didn't make it a bad name. Floyd didn't make it a bad name.
Mitty, leave it alone, Mitty.
I'm just saying though. I ain't saying the tune-up is a bad thing. I ain't gonna say it's a bad thing. We just know that they built different though.
Yeah, Terence Crawford will wax his ass. I mean,
now Terence Crawford need that tune-up because he knows
can't fight nobody unless he hitting in the nuts.
Really?
He can't fight nobody unless he hitting in the nuts.
Really?
He's going in the ring with the eye doctor.
Miss T, we already debunked that tonight because Errol Spence don't have no point deductions on his resume.
Thank you.
Preach. Just as well as we can debunk that ain't nobody just no avocado, especially not no Keith Thurman.
I can't debunk what my eyes have seen. I can't unsee them, Fish.
Preach.
I'm telling you, I can't unsee them.
You don't
will you admit that Keith Thurman did David Avocado?
Miss T is not on record that he got a point deducted for low blows.
I don't care. It don't mean nothing, Big Fish. That don't
You
mean
said facts,
that
right, Miss T? You said facts. He ain't never got no point deducted.
That he hasn't hit below the belt. And he consistently does it. And your boy ATL know he do it.
Hey, facts. But he ain't got no points taken off.
And now I would say that's facts. He ain't got no points taken off. Fair enough, guys?
Which means it's legal.
No, that's not fair, Miss T. No,
this
no,
nigga right here.
No, it's not. It's not fair enough, Miss T.
Spence.
Miss T.
Come on, Miss T. You going up the charts. You going up the charts.
I'm asking you right now, Miss T. Do I have permission to take clips for tonight's show to use for educational
You
purposes?
always do. Y'all are my brothers. Y'all can say what y'all. Y'all can put me number one on the list.
You got to be better than number one, Miss T. I ain't lying.
Thriller, welcome my brother into the building. What's popping? And KTB, what's popping, King? Thriller said, he said, what up, Dan Tan? KTB said, they still got 90% of ringside seats available. Why
90%?
Ooh. That's not what I heard. I don't know why he coming up with false narrative.
Damn, 90%.
Care about the money. Now it's all about the money. You know what? He sure care about the money. Now what else? What else you want to criticize him for? What y'all mad at is the nigga ain't the black slave butler that y'all vision him to be. He keeps outsmarting y'all and running circles around y'all.
I never called him a slave.
I never called him that.
I never said you did, Q, but the rest of these motherfuckers. What's up, ATL?
Did you get my message as soon as you came on? I had the first message on your shit.
Yeah, you was on this bitch ready. He was hawking ready. I never see Big Fish.
I said I don't care if he care about the numbers. I care about who the fuck bet me.
If y'all was crazy, I can't have conversation with idiots, but I have conversation. Y'all are not idiots. Let me get it out. Y'all are not idiots. Y'all like who y'all like. Y'all have a perspective. I don't expect people to look at things the same way, but if we gonna talk about some stuff, let's keep it up.
Miss T, after Saturday night, we're gonna have a lot to talk about because man, we're gonna have a lot to digest because
that shit
Bud better look spotless. He better look flawless against this vegetable.
He
better not. Man, I don't expect nothing less than a complete washing, right?
Hey, you must ain't watched Polynesian.
Go to wash. Oh, I sneezed it. David, I'm sneezing. David, I almost called amnesia just now. David Avocado, that's his name.
Of this nutcracker, this Errol, the David, Nutcracker.
My niece and him.
Junior.
Man, I tell you what, I wish the man all nothing but the success Saturday night, man. But
that's what I said.
He's going up against a lot, man. He going up against Top Rank. He going up against Ja Rule and Ashanti in Omaha that same night. Ooh wee, man.
Twist to go be in Omaha. I just talked to one of my partners today in Lincoln. They have two big concerts.
Look what E Thriller said. He was repping you, your little bro. He said, "What up, Miss T? What up, E Thriller?" He said, "Salute to the chat." And damn, Fish,
salute.
The best point you ever made on YouTube.
He big capping tonight. Click the link and you can get some of this too. E Thriller, what's wrong with you? That's the best point I made. I'm offended.
Ooh.
I don't even know what he's talking about. What are you talking about?
Damn.
I made a lot of great points tonight, especially that Errol Spence has not ever been deducted a point for a foul.
Thank you. Great point.
Well, on the point that you made, Fish, with that is that he wasn't deducted a point. It doesn't negate the fact that he does that.
Miss T, I never seen you. I never
use steroids. You use steroids.
T, no offense, but I never seen you in the ring doing the Errol Spence fight with the blue shirt with the black tie on. So
I never have, but I've watched many fights just like you. And I hold on, Big Fish, and I didn't use my sexual organs to watch the fight, so I know y'all didn't use y'all's, so our eyes are pretty much the same.
Well, how did you do that, Miss T?
No, Miss T. What I'm saying is, Miss T. The point
got the upper hand.
Miss T. The point of me saying that is that what we think and care about don't matter. If the referee didn't call it, it don't count because I would have waved out the fight immediately when Tyson Fury got knocked out when the first fight with Deontay Wilder. But what I think don't matter. So me saying that, Miss T, just because you seen low blows The ref didn't see him, so it don't count.
On that
Okay.
level,
That's just like
got
I
the
think
Holy Ghost.
Terence
Bud
Crawford got dropped by the mean
got the Holy Ghost.
but did they call it a knockdown? No, they didn't. So
That's
guess
a good
what? It didn't
point. That's a
count.
good point, Q.
That means right or wrong, Miss T, and I saw him get dropped like a motherfucker.
But
You know he got dropped.
y'all. Hold on, just like Earl got dropped. But I'll say this to y'all:
Earl got dropped when?
Whatever the ref says.
When did Earl get dropped?
Can you hold a second, ATF?
No, you said Earl got dropped.
Just cool out for a second. Just like I said, whatever the referee want to say happen is what they say happen. That's the record books. I'm not happy with the Deontay losses, but it's the record books. But to come back and say that he does do XYZ, he does do it. Now what you saying, AT? I had to put you in timeout.
When Earl get dropped?
When Ugas knocked his ass through the ropes.
He didn't drop.
He didn't?
No.
Big Fish.
Did he get a standing 8 count?
They say the Rose held him up, ATL. That's what she about to say.
Did he get a standing 8 count?
Big Fish and Q. Answer this.
Answer this question. Did he get a standing 8 count?
I'm trying to answer it. Big Fish and Q. Can you explain to him that just because the ref didn't call it, we take the ref at his word?
Okay,
but that was a knockout. Was
Look,
it?
I'm not gonna argue with y'all, right? I'm gonna be on some real shit.
Well, was it or wasn't it?
Look, if the ropes hold you up,
quiet.
If the ropes hold you up, it is considered a knockout.
And the ropes held his ass up.
Okay, I can agree to that.
That's
I can agree to that.
That's all
I can agree to that.
Okay.
But it wasn't like that.
Nigga,
he got stole on, first of all, after the ref said stop.
You can't have it both ways.
Did the ref say stop or not? And he hit him after that.
I didn't hear all that. I wasn't in the
ring.
Okay.
You heard that referee did say stop.
As Big Fish pointed out, I wasn't in the.
You see how I try to be real, right? And see how
I was real.
Okay.
I'm not in the ring.
All
he
right.
didn't stop the fight. He didn't stop it. Just like y'all say,
but the ref did tell him to stop.
By Mean Machine. I ain't debating that he didn't get knocked down by Mean Machine, but the ref didn't call it.
So it don't count. So technically it don't count.
So it don't count. Yeah, technically. But as y'all say, he got knocked down. Correct? Correct, Q? Ain't that what you said? I take it. I take that. But let me see Errol Spence fans take the fact that he got knocked down.
I just said it.
Okay, that's all I want.
Didn't I just say it?
Okay, now you said
but didn't Terence Crawford get knocked down by green beans?
I said yeah.
Okay.
But see, what he's saying is when you say drop, he's saying it's the difference. You ain't never seen Earl touch the ground.
No,
but you ain't never seen Earl retreat.
The rule is if the ropes hold you up, it's a knockdown, bro.
But
yes, that's why technically it would be scored a knockdown. You know what I'm saying? It would be scored a knockdown because the ropes. If the ropes hadn't have been there, he'd have been on the first and second row.
He'd have probably been under the table.
And that's what it is. And I can admit to that as a Spence fan.
That's the only reason why I can say that. Technically, you could count that as a knockdown.
Well, look, check this out, right?
Counted as a knockdown.
Even if that was counted as a knockdown, you see the results, right?
Oh, shit, he beat the fuck out of Ugas after that.
I don't know why.
He beat the fuck out of Ugas after that.
But y'all remember when that fight was coming up, I had Errol Spence winning.
He beat the shit out of Ugas after that.
Man, he punished Ugas for that.
After that, he beat the pure shit out of Ugas.
But
after that, Terence Bud Crawford started having second thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Terence Crawford saw that.
He started having David amnesia.
I cannot go straight in no Errol Spence fight. Are you crazy?
He started having David amnesia.
I got to fight David Avocado.
He started having David amnesia.
He say, man, got to give me a tune-up first. Fuck that shit. I better not get up in the ring with that nigga that is breaking bones.
Hey,
snatching eyeballs.
He need to go to Firestone to get a tune-up.
No matter what any of us say, the facts are the facts. We live in what year? 2022. Y'all let that man.
Hey, man, it's been real, man, but I'm going to go and get off this thing, man. I'm going to check back up with you. Miss T, ATL, good chopping up with you, homie.
Most definitely.
All the time, bro.
Man, y'all to come check us out on Eat Thriller sometime, man. We be having
What
Yeah,
time you be on?
They
What
come.
time you
He
be
come
on?
on. They come on. Is he coming on tonight, Q?
I don't know about tonight, but I know me and Fish gonna do something Friday night, man.
Okay.
Okay.
And
Right.
yeah, man, me
They
and
usually
Fish
come
gonna
on
do
like
something
after me, maybe
Friday
30
night.
minutes or 40 so minutes after I do. Something like that, ATL.
Okay. We'll join them.
So look, thank you, Q, for joining me. Thank you, Big Fish. Thank you, Reginald. Start calling
no
you
doubt, no doubt.
You be up in your feelings, Reginald. 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 And then who else was on here? MKB.
Mhm.
Thanks for coming through and all that. As always, what you got to say on the ATL?
Shit, you know, I appreciate everybody coming by. You know, I fuck with you, Miss T. I love you, man.
Yeah.
I wish for nothing but your growth and you prospering, man. And you know what I'm saying? To see you got them on top one day. You know what I'm saying? And I can't wait to see these matches this weekend. You know, I'm rocking with you every day to the fight. So.
Oh yeah. It's an exciting week. I will be on edge. I'm gonna make sure, as Big Fish suggests, everybody take your blood pressure medicine. This was a pretty good conversation. Again, guys, I don't pull this shit out my ass. I read articles every day, and then I'm like, that's interesting. So let me put my stink on it. And y'all know this whole week it's gonna be Terence Crawford heavy in everybody's YouTube.
We gonna see.
And articles. So don't get mad if every day you see something about Terence Crawford. Hey, Miss ATL, what you got on? You got something?
Nah, I just can't wait to the fight.
I feel you, Queen. Thank y'all for coming through. And just keep in mind, y'all, right now, Terence Crawford is on his schedule. I will say this: if that fight don't happen December 10th, we'll have a lot to talk about. That's this weekend. But I don't perceive that happening and all that stuff. And they, to me, they could still be in negotiation for Errol Spence fight. I'm not putting no stock into it because I'm not gonna. Me and ATL set up here and got happy with that November 19th date.
Yep, so did.
We actually paid that one some attention, and look what happened. So I don't let myself get too geeked up and shit about it. But I know if they ever were to fight, that would be a bomb. And we can only hope, y'all. So right now, Errol Spence and his team schedule says next year. That's all we can do is wait till next year. So in light of that, thank y'all for coming out. I'm trying to do my Russell Simmons. Stay black and whatever. We not saying, God bless you, stay black and whatever. I don't know what the fuck he say. But in my Pamela James voice, peace.